Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight, the summer blockbuster, if you will. Explosions and chaos and calamity will be everywhere, folks. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show. Let's have some fun and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Dynamite tonight, Wednesday, the night of hopes, the night of wonder. What will happen? Will it be good? What does TK and company have in store for us? We're going to talk a lot about it. Lots of big news coming up. Forbidden Door on the horizon. But me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours, folks. Fill up that chat. Let us know what you want us to talk about. But if you don't know who we are, I'm Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we've got the summer blockbuster tonight. We've got, we're building on the road to Forbidden Door when it feels like we're just coming out of Double or Nothing. And the winner of Swerve versus Brody King taking on Will Ospreay will be the first official match announced for Forbidden Door.
Yeah, it looks that way. So, I mean, again, we've expected some things to kind of play out. We're going to hear from Kevin Knight as well. That was a late addition to the show. It's a blockbuster. It's supposed to be big. I mean, some of the matches we can debate on if they actually fit the blockbuster build or are they a bust right out the gate. But shall be interesting. I find it a little funny, folks, and maybe I'm being picky out the gate here tonight, but I find it a little funny. You have like three 3-hour shows in a month. You go back to 2 hours and call that your blockbuster. Why weren't one of those the blockbusters?
Touche.
Just
but
saying,
they're also doing
things.
Collision right on Thursday too as well. So they're following it right up. They're going almost toe to toe with TNA.
Yeah. So we'll have an eye on that tomorrow. Well, live, one eye because we'll be watching TNA. So,
right.
But yeah, folks, get in that chat. Happy Wednesday. You put Hump Day in the books. We're gonna cap it with some wrestling. Friday, Junior tomorrow. The weekend is almost upon us. It is cooking out. I don't know where you are on the planet, but in my neck of the woods, it's warm. But looking forward.
It is the summer blockbuster out there. I'm getting, the horror movie set right now because I'm getting the storm clouds and the rain rolling in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been calling for it feels like once humidity gets to a certain level, it's just like possibility of storms, and that's just what they run with. So we've been waiting for a storm for like 3 days now.
Fair enough. Yeah, but it has been hot and humid.
We're gonna pop off or what? What's that?
I said it's been hot and humid out there.
Right. Well, we got lots to talk about. We got lots to get into. What I'm going to do is jump into the chat real quick, and this way we can get to some of the hot topics before the show kicks off, folks. Remember, you can sync up at home with us. At the top of the hour, we will go live with Dynamite. Shout out to Denisha, Jose, Ronan, top 3 from last night. Big shout out. I love seeing new names on the top 3. The more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super sticker, get your bonus. So make sure you get in that chat, get your bonus, get your points, and let's shake up this leaderboard. I like seeing it, but very interesting as we get to the chat. Mr. Nick, wait, I missed it. National Iced Tea Day. Iced tea guy?
Oh, 100%. I'm very much more an iced tea guy. I'll go drink it by the goddamn gallon. I'm green tea, iced green tea if I can.
Yeah, and I've learned that the Americans have a different kind of vibe on iced tea than we do.
We have the whole thing of sweet tea and then extra sweet tea and all. It's just diabetes with some tea bags.
Yeah, right. Let's go. But yeah, all right. Big iced tea day. What's up, Kevin? Zach, welcome back. Damien, happy birthday to the virtuosa Deanna Prazo. Maybe for her birthday, she can have a match on Dynamite. Doubt it.
I doubt it.
Looking forward to Swerve versus Brody King. So the Owen Hart will continue tonight. Swerve, Brody King going to be going one-on-one. A rematch of the most dangerous man in wrestling match that we had not too long ago, Nick.
Could they do a BMF title in AEW? Add another title. It'd be the Moxley title. Just turn the Continental onto the BMF.
I guarantee you dollars to donuts that if they did a BMF title, Danny Garcia would be the guy holding it, or Wheeler Yuta, or Jack Perry.
That'd be the Ring of Honor BMF title.
Hook. Like, that's what he would do. Like,
that was the FTW title. Remember, they had the FTW title.
Right? They had it. So, yeah, I mean, that's the dilemma there. I don't know. Damien, good to see you, buddy. Let's go. Aaliyah Mysterio is training to become a wrestler. I mean, we've been down that. I mean, I don't know how well she trained prior, but, I mean, we've seen her before.
Yeah, well, she was just in the background doing the stuff of, being Buddy Murphy's girlfriend and all
right.
That. But I had heard the story going around that she's at least now trying to get training. She wants to, Ray's kind of mentoring her and bring her into it.
All right, we'll see how that works. Nepotism is a thing, folks.
Well, I also know Eddie's daughter's out there. Shaylin's out there training again and everything, too.
That's true. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Welcome back. Michael J. Fox, the legend, and again, Deanna Prazo, happy birthday. Shout out to them both. See you in 76 minutes. There you go. Not 67, 76.
There you go.
Reader, back at it again. What's up, WFU fam? I have high hopes for the show tonight. Okay, hopium. I like it. I think we could see a strong performance from AEW. Let's hope so. Smash the buttons. Do what Sean said. Hit the buttons, folks. Let's go. Get in there. Like, share, subscribe.
An MJF on a blockbuster like this, is that why he's not advertised, because of the knee issue?
Well, perhaps. I mean, if the knee issue is more than they're letting on, then yeah, I mean, you would expect him. If you're going to have your champions defend their belt on every little show, why wouldn't you consider a champion being here for this one? Like I said, I mean, you had the opportunity to make this like last week, 3-hour summer blockbuster, don't miss, and really like backload, Roosh MJF in the main event kind of vibe. But I hope MJF is not on the shelf for any period of time, never mind an extended period of time.
It would extremely mess up their plans.
It really hurts the product. He is a draw. He is one of the few guys.
He's their only draw.
Yeah, you can specifically say when he's there, the number's up.
Oh, for sure. That's why him having that, if you would have done the blockbuster like you said last week, where you had Roosh started off, Roosh and MJF, to where if they thought that they were doing that stuff to avoid the finals, which maybe do we see them do that again tonight, because they're going up against Game 4.
Okay.
And if you would have had that end with Davis versus Ospreay, I still think you could have gotten away with passing off as your like summer blockbuster then, as a 3-hour show, like you said.
100%, as I'm having a little bit of a dilemma, but I agree with
you. The production team backstage is having issues right now.
Shit just falling like an earthquake. It's fucking
It's the blockbuster out there, my guy. Everything's popping off. But can I see you? See money? What up? The Lantern Warrior becoming a new YouTube member. Shout out.
Let's go.
Appreciate you. Ken, what up? Lazy Booking, what's up? Almighty Pop, what's up? KJ, what's up? Nick, hoping for a good show tonight. We always try and start off with hopium. Always on the positive vibes, and we see how we end by the night ends.
We have to. I mean, again, we always try and figure out how long it's going to take, but I mean, we don't tune in hoping the show's going to suck. We don't tune in hoping they underachieve. So we will see. I got some skepticism on this card, but we'll see how they deliver on all the things that we pull in together.
Does the fact that they're in your buddy's backyard there, in Moxley's backyard of Cincinnati, Ohio, give you some faith that they might go extra on the Moxley tonight?
Oh, they might, but we've seen it before where I don't know if Moxley being in Cincinnati really makes a difference as far as the reaction for him goes. And again, if you're going to do something like, oh, we're in Moxley's hometown, let's make it special, then make it special. And I don't think this is it, but we'll see how it looks.
The Iron Duty YouTube, 80 and AZ, what up? Drew, Chris, it's hot down here in Texas, baby. I could imagine.
I feel bad complaining. What's that?
I was just saying we're up in the Northeast out here.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to complain when you got folks out there from Arizona and Texas and such.
Yeah, that Florida shit. Cherokee, even though Brody King is way overdue for the title belt, period. Yeah, but he's not going to be in the title picture coming anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't see him winning here. I mean, this is a tough spot for him to be in. Now, he could beat Swerve technically. I mean, he's already lost once to Swerve. So him losing again to Swerve, does that hurt him? Does that change the moniker? I mean, Swerve said he was the most dangerous man, beat him, but then lost to Kenny. Is Kenny the most dangerous man in AEW now?
Well, and now you got to think about what you're going to have at Forbidden Door. You're going to have Ospreay versus Brody. You're going to have Ospreay versus Swerve again.
Yeah, I mean, good question. And I would imagine we're going the Swerve route. Why wouldn't we? I mean, I feel like Swerve and Ospreay need some love. I think they need to go on a run a little bit. This being on par with everybody's not working, Nick.
No, and that field of gray never works out when everybody's in there. And that Brody respectfully can take an L and still be fine. Like Brody kind of got into the spotlight a little quickly, and I'm fine with him still being up there. He's an upper mid-card guy. He's not a main event guy.
Right. Yeah, it's very interesting, very tricky to see. And I mean, just coming off Darby having the belt, we feel like this is heading towards Ospreay or Kenny, then Ospreay. We don't know yet. But I mean, I don't know if Brody's in the mix, like you said. But welcome back, Kevin. Ken, I see you. See Money's with us. Lazy Bookings back at it again. I did want to double up on the Lantern. Shout out becoming a member. We thank you. Be a member. It's like a couple bucks. It's like a cup of coffee a month to support the channel. You get some bonus stuff. We're working on new emojis. So thank you for that. The card looks good. Let's go. 316 feeling it. Welcome back, sir. Chris is in the house. Tropical storm. Well, hang on tight.
Yeah. Well, those whole areas are known for just storms constantly.
Yeah. People who live in like Tornado Alley, move, please.
Yeah. Please. Where do you think its name came from?
Right. You're like, oh, it's awfully windy around here. You're like,
yeah.
Safit, welcome back. Reader, we got you. How you doing? Jose, always a pleasure. Yeah, Miami's got to be feeling it right now. Trained in the humidity. I was born in it. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you meet friends like that are like, what heat?
Yeah, well, it's like the same people that like grow up in like Colorado and stuff, like at the super high elevations and everything, that they just have a different level of lung capacity.
Right. Yeah, no. It's too much, man. 80 and AZ, welcome back. 316, Jose, Chris, Brendan, welcome. Good to see this chat filling up, folks. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. Click the reaction buttons as well. Ronan, it's Wednesday night. You know what that means. That's a long one.
What?
I said it's a long message.
Oh. Well, I got Z-Man out here saying, good evening, chat. What up? Big Tony saying, he's asking how much he'll pay us to, jump just doing AEW exclusive streams out there.
Right. Listen, we're open to negotiate. So Nick's, caught red-handed hanging out with Tony there in the picture. So, let us know, TK, what you got.
Yeah, well, normally it's you out there. So I'm the one that's also been called corporate and a shill and a sicko all in the same stream by the same audience.
Right.
But Nair, what up? B. Jobson, even boys haven't heard about Max having an injury. Is this confirmed? Yes, he hyperextended his knee in the match with Roosh. So that's why he had to miss one of the date he had on Friday. And since then, it's been all kind of touch and go.
Yeah, so up in the air for sure. What's up, Willie? Welcome back. Good to see you. Almighty's in the house. How you doing? As we got the pyro, I got the crowd. Looking for Pac and Mark should be good, but I feel like been there, done that. What's the point of all this? And wasn't Mark trying to get a title shot? Now he's going to fight Pac instead. Like, I don't get it. But Tony Schiavone is in the ring, Nick.
I have Schiavone with the pyro overhead shot right now.
Okay, you let me know when he calls out Ciampa's name.
All right.
But we are getting set, folks. Ready to roll. Tony Schiavone calling out Ciampa to open this one up. Ramon.
There's a Jericho World Order signs in the front row.
Jokes. Nair, how you doing? Jose, Philip, welcome back. Kyle, welcome back. Let's go, Bash. Love seeing all the names. You didn't got it yet?
I got Tony Schiavone. We're bringing in the Psycho Killer.
Did he say?
Ciampa.
Okay.
He just announced them. I got the lights out.
All right. Perfect. One of the best, absolute best entrances in the business by far.
And now
Love
he's
it.
stuck copying Jericho.
What do you mean copying Jericho? Or just
the list? He's out there just jumping him now. So Tommaso Ciampa is the latest to get sacrificed to the Chris Jericho vortex.
Mm-hmm. But what I did say last week, Nick, was at least Ciampa is more in the vein of a guy that Chris Jericho should be wrestling at this time. Like maybe we don't love it for Ciampa. It could, like, oh, poor Ciampa. But it's Jericho going in there with all the luchadors and all the little guys and the ricochets, trying to prove that he can still do it. He's better off being in a ring with a guy that's going to brawl him.
A guy that could work his pace more a bit versus him versus a Bandito versus a Ricochet.
Yeah. Where the pacing is methodical, not half speed.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. And does it give something for Ciampa to do and also put a value on him because it is still Jericho and it is still in AEW? Because Ciampa's not around any sort of title right now, which I feel like he still kind of should be.
But I mean, again, you got a point in the sense of, you're involved in something with Jericho. It will all be on execution, though. Does this become the typical Jericho fucking smudge nonsense that we usually get? Or can Ciampa make this a little more legit as he takes the mic from Tony? What's up, Boston? Let's go. Ronan got you.
I got him grabbing the mic right now.
Oh, wow. All right, let me see. All right. I got him talking. So everybody, of course, take care of yourself in this heat. Also take care of your pets. Don't take them out. If you won't go out, don't take them out. Yeah, man, take care of yourself. Drink. Go get your pre-mad, your Haterade, and stay hydrated. High quality H2O, folks.
Yeah, stay thirsty, my friends.
So you got Tony Schiavone backed into the corner?
Back in the corner, getting screamed at by Ciampa right now.
Perfect.
Here comes buried Ciampa, says Boston.
Yeah. I mean, working with Jericho was about as fucking low in the barrel as you can possibly get. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. But here's the pyro. And I think they're trying to make Jericho the babyface in this. I don't know if it's my favorite choice either.
I don't know.
Right. Cherokee George, welcome back. Good to see ya. Ronan, Boston, Denisha. How you doing? Number one from last night. Spazzer jumping in with 10 bones in the bucket.
This looks so dumb with Jericho just there at the top of the entranceway with his back turned.
Right.
Like he's not got the light up jacket or anything. There's no real big Titantron or anything. It just looks like he's a lounge singer about to come out.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like, even when he spins around and does the fist bump, it feels like an old guy doing it. It just feels like,
ladies and gentlemen, Van Halen, John Bon Jovi.
Right? Like, shit. All right. So Sebastian Bach over here just trying to keep his fame. We know how they feel.
Fighting words with Chris. No
shit. Was working during Raw and my Rogers net died on NXT. Did y'all miss me? Of course we did. The world is crazy. The world is absolutely crazy, sir. And I will take a quick second. I know we talked about doing our Sunday special, but just in the realm of the world and what we talk about here at the WFU is, bringing people together. And in a time where people are falling apart at the seams, love your friends and family. Be close to everyone. Smile. Find a reason to be happy. If you're gangbanging on shit all day, you kind of don't want that to be the last day you check out, punch out. So I agree, Spazzer.
Yeah, I'll be damned if the way I go out is raging over Dave Meltzer.
So I got Ciampa and Chris Jericho face to face. The interesting way to start the show, but we'll see. Jose Schiavone sucks.
I'm just reading down on Nair's comment. We don't have to jump to it, but Grandpa, your teammate is on TV.
Right, shit. What's up, Destin Cutler? What is up, Jerome? Let's go. We got Nair, like you said. Sky Blue. No one is singing. Not many. And again, the crowd is buzzy, but they're not. We like when we talk about companies being over right now or wrestlers being over, this doesn't have that vibe at all.
Very tepid crowd.
Tepid.
People got off on the wrong foot. Well, it's just, again, everybody's there just quiet. Like, no one's
right.
Ooh, no one's clapping, no one's
none
of that.
But I think part of it is because the story is so muddled. Who are you supposed to hate in this scenario?
Everyone.
Right?
Everyone.
Jericho's acting like the baby face, but we don't really like him. We kind of tolerate him. He's like the old guy that won't leave, like just sticking around too long, still at the high school party when, he's 35. What are we doing here? But I feel like Ciampa has been the heelish guy. He's attacking, jumping. So the crowd kind of wants booed, but we like Ciampa
because Ciampa just has
he's
fantastic
a badass
matches, and Ciampa's amazing. He's the psycho killer. Jericho, we all know, has lost a step, and the mustache on this man is not working at all. I want to slap it off him.
Yeah. And again, it's another example to me of just Chris Jericho doesn't make the booking better. He makes the booking worse.
Now, for everybody that wants to say certain companies rely on vintage talent and everything, so we've got Jericho kicking off your Hollywood blockbuster, your summer blockbuster, as he's still going. We've got Mick Foley out there saying one more match. And Colt and Christian, all due respect, are your tag champs. So, I mean, we've got some age brackets that are getting checked off pretty quickly.
What are they chanting?
I'll turn it up a little bit more. Blah, 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 blah.
But seriously, though, yeah, Chris, we would love for you to be serious. Does this really have the big blockbuster vibe we were hoping it would out the gate?
Not quite.
Doesn't quite feel blockbuster. Like, if you want to do this, I'm okay with you doing this. Just maybe open the movie with the
B-movie. This is B-movie blockbuster right now out here. Coming soon to theaters from the producers of Almost Jaws.
Right.
Nice. Yeah.
Official way.
Whoever, sorry, we had one comment up there for a minute, didn't even acknowledge the person.
Oh. You want to grab it back?
Arizo, can we just look at the shoes of Jericho?
The shoes of Jericho. So now they're standing face to face.
Right.
I think part of my problem is I just struggle to take Jericho serious, even when he's trying to be serious.
Because he looks like a fucking magician. He looks like a magician. He's going back to the I'm a wizard shit.
He looks like a bad resort magician, like just a guy that's just been doing it for so long. Didn't even care.
A residency in Vegas, but it's off the strip. Like some sleazy, pay and stay motel.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go, Rodin. Is this a regular Dynamite right now? Not 3 hours. It's not 3. So it's the two questions can be the same. It is a regular time Dynamite as far as 2 hours plus overrun. But it is the summer blockbuster, and it's off to a slow start.
You have to. It's regularly timed for 2 hours plus an overrun. That's not regularly timed.
These two guys start fighting, and the crowd didn't move. They didn't stand up. They barely made a sound.
And the fucking security team comes filing out.
It's not good.
Now,
they're trying.
Pay attention, folks, for later in the evening. This is going to become important when people run in on matches and nobody shows up. When the ref's dead for 10 minutes and nobody shows up.
Jericho is the epitome of sports entertainment. For all these people that talk about there's a difference between. But Jericho, if you get behind Jericho, you love what WWE does with their booking. Shut the fuck up.
If there was an embodiment of sports entertainment right now, it would be Chris Jericho.
Jericho and The Miz. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can't
hold him back. We got to fight on this short-ass entrance ramp.
Again, not a whole lot of reaction. We listen, again, we're seeing shows where the situation is very over and the crowds are losing their mind. This is not a crowd losing its mind right now.
No one's moving. Did the crowd MP3 not load out here right now?
Right. Well, we go back to commentary, folks. There, the blockbuster has kicked off with a bit of a preamble, but they are letting us know what is coming up on this show here tonight. But Swerve Strickland, Brody King, we mentioned. Almighty, been on Collision. If it wasn't a match, I only read half of that. I'm not mad about the segment. I get it. There's nothing else for them at the moment, but this should have been on Collision if it wasn't a match. I just don't like it. To me, it's been Jericho doing Jericho things since Jericho came back. It's typical Jericho.
Are you just surprised though with how he came back and how it went? And God damn it, I forgot Kevin Knight was a member of the Don Callis family. As we got Kevin and Callis.
Oh yeah,
showing up. But Jericho's whole return has been a flop. It wasn't even good on the launch.
Well, yeah, you brought him back in his hometown and people didn't react great. The whole promo situation, this weird thing where he was trying to like milk it or like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I don't know. It was just, it didn't land at all. He went after Ricochet because Ricochet was getting a lot of internet buzz, whether it was negative or not. And then he goes on to the next brand new shiny thing, which is Ciampa. Like, how did Jericho beating Ricochet help Ricochet at all? What did Ricochet benefit from going 3 matches with Jericho and being made to look like an asshole?
But even Jericho didn't exactly benefit from it either.
No, because it ends up being meaningless, and that's what my fear with Ciampa is. But we got Andrade not happy with Callis. So again, we got all these people. Someone's got to be unhappy somewhere.
Yeah, it's the
Andrade Kevin Knight
of AEW. It's got 27 members in it.
Right? Are we go Andrade Kevin Knight?
The real champ is here. So again, we've got infighting within the Callis family.
Right.
That's always worked well.
Jericho got them salt and pepper steppers. All right. So just when you thought the movie couldn't get any better, here comes Jon Moxley. Off to a lovely
We got to
start.
go with that hot crowd after Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa. We're going to heat them back up again with Jon Moxley.
Why is this moron outside? What were you doing?
He just got here. He just
like,
walked here.
Where were you? Like, what are you doing? It doesn't. Walking in from outside doesn't look cool. It looks like you're an idiot who didn't know how to get in the arena and they had to send help for you.
Well, is it when you're doing
look at the mob of fans?
Man, there's just one fan, like one person sitting on a park bench. Like, what the fuck is this?
Right. Plus, when you show this, and where's the mob of fans? Like, where are all like this company's so over, right? So notable. John, not one person. Crickets. Fucking crickets. Oh, thank you.
So the security's blocking Marina from going as now Moxley's walking through the fans, through the crowd. And I mean, they're going to do it because he's in Cincinnati. You knew that they were going to do something with him. Like, that's just the thing. Once I realized they were in Cincinnati, I was like, Shane's not winning this match. As much as I want Shane to win this match, he's not winning it now.
Now, I will admit, pretty big pop as he came out. I will admit he's in Cincinnati. Crowd pop pretty good for babyface Mox.
But that's the thing. Is he a babyface? Like, he's a babyface.
Nobody.
He can work as this in between, but he has to break away from the Death Riders because the Death Riders are all heels.
He is dull gray like the rest of them, Nick. There's too many of them that are dull gray.
He's the Steven Seagal of pro wrestling, and it just baffles me.
Right. No outside interference allowed, by the way, for the Continental Classic.
Holy Moxley's, backed himself into a corner here.
Right.
Is that why they gave him the belt? So they can at least justify some of his shit?
No, I think it's so he wouldn't pout about losing the other belt. That's what I do. I think
he mitigate the damage control.
I think he's a crybaby, and they're like, listen, you're going to lose the world title, but we'll give you this belt. Holy fuck.
You couldn't be doing something with Shane Taylor Promotions on Dynamite, on AEW's actual television programming, outside of Ring of Honor.
I do agree with that. I think, especially that crew coming out, I didn't realize Shane Taylor Productions was so huge.
Exactly. And see, everybody says, I hate factions. No, I like good factions.
What have they done? What do you mean?
They've been actually pretty dominant on Ring of Honor. They have been out there running roughshod. There was a whole point to where they were all covered in gold.
Okay. It's like being like the basketball shooter, the best
But that's why
basketball
I'm saying,
shooter.
though, that they should be used better. Like, I foresee to where AEW could do an Anarchy in the Arena, a Stadium Stampede, Frappe, whatever you got going on over there. Do one of those matches with Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Death Riders.
Yeah,
you got Trish Adora versus Marina Shafir. You've got,
you could definitely do something. Shane can talk. Shane was the backbone of Ring of Honor for a long time. When everyone else was disappearing, Shane was a guy that held that down and was one of the only interesting things on Ring of Honor for a stretch. So I like Shane. I don't know if his faction is any good in the sense that they're in a completely irrelevant spot. Now, you're right, they could do something, but Shane will come here. We'll have an 8-minute bullshit match, and he'll lose, and we'll go, yay Moxley, all hail Moxley.
Well, and especially because it's in Cincinnati. But yes, folks, let us know who you got for this match, and whether you got Shane Taylor or you've got John Moxley for the Continental title out there. Spaz with a $10 super chat, making Ciampa look older than Jericho. The beard will do that to you. AEW rules at making me hate people I like. KJ, you heard Sidge from What Culture say Orange Cassidy, the most underappreciated luchador in the U.S. Hashtag we are laughing.
Who called him a luchador? What the fuck?
Sedgwick from What Culture, because again, if you want to pay attention to those knob ends, Orange Cassidy is an underrated luchador.
I would highly recommend to try very carefully, maybe to get medical assistance and remove your head from your ass. I don't quite understand that take at all. I actually think that Orange Cassidy is overhyped opposed to underhyped.
But do you even classify him as a luchador?
He's definitely not a luchador. He's just a guy. That's like saying anyone that does a tope is a luchador.
Depends on your definition of luchador.
Right? If you tope, you're a lucha. Like, what the fuck?
Lucha.
Right back to the
Chad Gable's been paying respect to the luchadors before El Grande.
Yeah, no shit. So we're getting the yay boo spot. Another round of
every time Moxley, who's smattering of gray, hits a forearm, cheer because Cincinnati.
Yep. The situation.
Leader of a heel faction. Well, that's the thing. They're leaders of both heel factions.
Yeah. The booking doesn't. I mean, I don't. Again, you bring Shane in because you don't want to burn one of your other guys. Like, you could have had a guy come in that's, a mid-card guy that Moxley can beat in Cincinnati, but you don't want to hurt anybody on Dynamite, so you bring Shane in to take an L. And again, it's obvious, it's apparent, it means nothing. And here we go.
I think you could still, like I said, I think you do this and this sets up the gang warfare.
Dude, you're not getting it. You can.
I will keep talking it until Tony listens.
That is not a thing that's happening. It sounds lovely.
Do something with them. What do you do past Ospreay and Olin then with the Death Riders? There is an end game here. There has to be.
You're going to set up Moxley Ospreay.
Oh,
so that's
no.
So this is Moxley's genius, is the fact that if he stays, they won't let me have the belt. So if he stays close to the guy that's going to get the belt, then the story becomes they betray Ospreay again, and we run all that back up the flagpole, and they pick on him and they beat on him, and then he uses the armbar against Moxley because he's learned so much. Oh, what the fuck?
Rock bottom through a table.
Shane, let's go.
I told you Shane's a beast, but did you... I hate that you're probably right with all of that. I hated every second of you describing what they're probably actually going to do. But did you see a clip going around of Moxley on local Cincinnati news explaining how to pop an eye out of an eye socket on news? This man, such an idiot. I'm so hardcore. You grab a couple fingers to the back of the head and you pop like you're trying to squeeze a balloon.
He's such an idiot, and he thinks like this is going to help get us over. No, John.
I'm fucking badass.
You're going to have everybody who watches this say fuck this and not watch because again, he's a moron. He is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Maybe that's too personal. He seems so dumb, but thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. They just don't get it, bro. Yeah, fuck off. We don't get it because it's stupid.
I'm gonna go on TV and I'm gonna explain how to do body mutilation because I'm fucking cool. That'll make people want to watch.
Right?
No,
Like,
people look at this idiot on my fucking screen.
yeah.
Can you believe this is the shit they have going on still?
Right. Yeah, that's what I really want to give my kid a few bucks to run down to the local show to watch eyeballs pop out, you dumb bastard.
But you can get your mini Monet puppet finally now. They finally done those.
Finally.
But they're only exclusively at the live events.
Coming next week, Pentamass.
What?
Coming next week, Pentamass.
Yeah, but they did it because Monet's back. But the historically bad merch stands at AEW shows now have an exclusive item only to their merch stands.
Right.
That I'm sure will go well.
Yeah, I mean, now does it even matter? The puppet's so irrelevant. What are we doing? That's what I said. Next week, here comes the Pentamass. Oh wait, he's gone. Oh shit.
Should we get an El Clone, a hologram mask? We've got the terrible NFL Lucha mask. I'm still debating if I should get the Bills Lucha mask.
That's destined for a bet of like you have to wear it all night long.
I won't be able to see anything. I will just be the blind man.
Be like Brutus Creed.
Things are happening.
Brutus Creed out here trying to look.
Well, I'm wondering what the eyes would look like through that.
Right, Shane Taylor got a baby mama body. Christ,
yeah, he's thick.
He looked like he got a family of raccoons fighting in his pants. It's crazy. Just
Shane Taylor gets
it.
He's sick.
Like saying KJ's a loot. Don't let me in with him.
Fruitador.
KJ, Nick, fun fact: Shane Taylor is a former boxer. Facts.
Yeah.
So the crowd cheers Moxley blows. Ooh. Big deal. Wouldn't that apply to any other wrestler in their own hometown? Sheesh. I know, like, so when we talked about other things recently, people said, well, they were in there. I mean, okay, fine. So that works for everybody. I'm just giving credit and where it's due and what I observed, where Cincinnati did cheer for him and their hometown boy. And now we got a boring match to get through.
Yeah, it's been all. I can't even say it's with a straight face that it's been all right. It's been plodding. So far. Big close on the corner. He got that Rikishi body. Yeah, he do.
Right? Might have the biggest thighs in the business, like, honestly.
Are you sure he's not part Samoan?
I feel like he's like 5'9", 330.
Oh, bottom half.
This is boring as shit. Anybody?
It's just plodding. Like I said, it is very, slobber knocker. One of those of plotting through this match out here.
Well, if Dave Meltzer thought Javon and Penta were a little lackluster, what the fuck is he seeing in this shit?
But this is just weekly AEW wrestling, right? This is just weekly telling. This is the modern day wrestling.
Fucking Dave Meltzer gives star ratings like California counts votes. What the fuck are we doing?
Jesus. Kelly Willie, why haven't they ever done anything ever with AEW versus Ring of Honor, i.e. Blood and Guts or Stadium Stampede? Because they don't care about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and I don't think it plays well. Like, I mean, you could make it kind of work, but I think you run into the dilemma of like, okay, it's Moxley and Claudio and Pac and the Death Riders against Shane Taylor and his young friends.
That's like, what it would be. Yeah.
It just doesn't hit. Like, I don't know if they feel viable, but it's AEW. When does that ever fucking matter?
But there's just no who is a top Ring of Honor guy or gal right now. Of Athena, she's been there forever. Bandito's more an AEW talent than a Ring of Honor talent or anything at this point.
Right.
But there is no like in NXT versus WWE thing, right. Like when they were involved in Survivor Series.
Look, there you go. There you go. The eye poke and the bite. He doubled up, Nick. Not only did he go for the thumb to the eye, he went to the just doubling up on his fucking lunacy.
If you like dap, we should be square on perfect because I got him throwing Shane up in the corner right now after the bite. He's just having to move one ham hock at a time. respectfully.
Right. Not an easy task, but back scratching. He is so bad at wrestling. Like, he is so bad. And it's so, like, it's funny to me when I hear all these guys flex and the Melchers of the word flex about, like, real pro wrestling, quote unquote. This is shite. This is fucking shite.
He does like 60s style wrestling of like a back scratch. It's like a devastating move. It's like, no, this is 2026. That don't work anymore. That don't play.
It's dumb. He's dumb. I don't know what other way I can explain this to anybody out there. It's just he's so shit.
He's Steven Seagal doing the Aikido shit of like, this is where I scratch your back and you sell it like I'm electrocuting.
Right.
Well, I bite your forehead and you bleed. I'm going to just get tossed outside and I'm going to just bleed for no reason.
Right. Like, we are 28 minutes into this match or into this show, and Blockbuster, it is not.
I told you, B-roll, movie,
right.
Movie.
But now we're just Shane's got Moxley fighting out, pulling the pinkies. And he eats a fist to the stomach.
Yes, he's talking to him the whole time through.
Right.
I got a punch in the stomach.
Sweet.
So now Shane's selling the hand as waits for Moxley to get up and punch him. So again, we're going to go back to the trading blows, the yay-boos.
It gets so bad.
It's so slow. Like,
everybody
that wants to say like a Roman Reigns match is bad or anything, this is fucking slaughtering and plodding and dragging the fuck on. It'll be a 15, 12-minute match, but it'll feel like it's 35.
It's just not exciting. Like, think about last night. When we talked about NXT, we thought the in-ring was good last night. We're getting better matches out of guys like Dion. Like, these guys are delivering better wrestling matches. Like I didn't think Rook and Evil was that great of a match. I enjoyed it better than this match.
Oh, for sure.
Like that like this is where the best wrestle. This is what you got? Every week I gotta watch this fucking guy. Armbar. The Jikidodame. Shut up.
Well, they don't even Shane's punches right there. I love Shane again, but just the most worked punches I've seen in quite some time.
I just don't get it. And I mean, and you bring in guys out of nowhere like this. Shane, you're right, could be something, but he isn't. And he walks in and puts a beating on Moxley for 20 minutes. What? Why?
See, but I believe that more than, say, Roosh goes 30 minutes with MJF or Davis and Ospreay, go 75 minutes and get 57 false finishes.
Right.
Will. Bulldog choke.
Yeah. I ended up slightly behind you, but I'll fix it. But yeah, we're into the Bulldog.
I got a tap. Do you need me to touch?
I got Moxley in the corner now. The man just does shit and spam other people's moves. Like, it was.
I got him in the corner now.
Okay.
Well, he wrestles constantly like he's wrestling like Nick Gage or something. That is just, I constantly just have to walk and brawl and I can just do farcical, nonsensical shit that.
Shane. Shane throws a right. Who's that?
Oh, now I got the right.
He's got a belt.
Yeah, no, 100%. So, okay, so now we're getting the belt. So, BTA, we're going out here. Charlie Bravo out here. So, we're 100% going to go, I think, Death Riders versus Shane Taylor. See, Tony put me in the meetings. Put me on the payroll.
I just said there's no way they're going to do that. So, I will concede on this one. But who would have called this? Where is everybody? Oh, there's Garcia. This is so boring.
Well, it's just
Oh!
Oh,
Let's
1, 2, 1, 2,
go!
1, 2. I got Marina running out. Kendo to the
Kendo
fucking
stick!
Like I said, Marina versus Trish Adora. I said that match earlier, verbatim.
What is happening?
They're listening to me. I am the Crypt Keeper.
But my God, I mean,
When now where's Ospreay to make the save? Isn't he an honorary official ride or die?
Where's Pac?
Where's Pac? Where's
Claudio?
Flash.
Pac has a match leader. Where is he? So Shane Taylor, Dad said it.
Pac's going to show up later tonight and miss all of this.
Pac is always ready to go. He's always in wrestling gear. Where is he? We know. Well, up next probably. Fucking listen. I outright said there was no fucking way they would do this. Now they're doing it. I admit I'm surprised. I don't know if I'm pleasantly surprised or if this is a good thing. But what the fuck?
Well, I'll read Michael Spikes here real quick. I feel bad for TNA Wrestling. I 100% blame WWE for the problems happening in TNA Wrestling. Currently, WWE ruined TNA. Well, we can talk about that tomorrow with me and Anthony on Impact. But Randy said,
yeah, that's crazy talk.
Holy shit, Nick was right, Jose.
Yeah.
Stick out of nowhere. Nick is right. He wins again. Nick is the clip commander. When you think of his face,
let's go. Again, I said there was no way they were going to do it because I wouldn't have done it, and I think it's terrible.
I know the sicko ways.
Fucking so bad. Like I know you feel like I said it was going to happen, but it's so bad. Why would they do this?
I don't mind it. I honestly don't mind it.
Shane and Moxley just went 12 minutes of fucking snoring. What are they going to do? How do they peak that? The two
just
leaders
have them go in full chaos and calamity.
Garbage.
Have them go into that anarchy in the arena, double cage, all of this.
Who cares? It's garbage.
They're going to do it anyways. So at least anticipate it. Go along for the ride.
I don't know, man. It's like I mean, again, I'm happy.
I like the talent, and they're gonna fucking use them anyways, and it keeps them at least occupied away from the world title scene when it comes to Moxley and everything.
Yeah, but Moxley's
if you're gonna at least ride and go with the Death Riders being a thing, it's fucking something to try and get another group over.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the two leaders just had a fight, and it was terrible. So what's the upside? Blood and guts, great.
That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
Right. Anonymous Booker.
Well, the end of this goddamn Don Callis stuff is he's got an announcement.
As he introduces Kevin Knight. TK, make Nick a writer. Let's go. Yeah, so we get wicked storylines like Death Riders and STP. Oof. Yeah.
You watch, it's going to be better than what they've been doing.
I'll be shocked. I am. Congrats for predicting it, but I'm not sure how many people are going to be happy we were getting it.
Well, I am, so that's what matters.
Oh, so bad.
It's just you're pre-mad about something that just started. You're pre-mad about something.
I'm currently mad because it's already rolling. I can't be pre-mad. It happened.
The whole group warfare. You thought that there was no way that they could do it.
You get behind it. I don't even know if you can name the full members of his faction. And you see these group of losers, yet guys like The Vision or Dark State or you can't get it. No love. But this group of nobodies, thumbs up.
I gave them Dark State love, and then they broke up.
Kevin Knight has a mic.
Kevin's got a mic. Wait, that's your line.
Such nonsense.
I'm a nonsensical man.
I mean, again, you called it. But I don't think it's the W you think it is.
No, but either way, I think it's just more of, I knew he was going to run that play. I'm
shocked.
Coordinator.
Right, 100%. 100% great call. Because I admit, I'm a public record of like, fuck no. But here we are. So you may be right. Maybe they do something half decent. I don't trust it to be good. I don't.
You gotta have faith. This is how did I start showing up on all the Wednesdays, and now I got to be the power of positivity out here,
right, baby?
Well, then Austin Theory is the worst wrestler in the world, but Shane Taylor,
Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty's in that faction too, and he's the goddamn GOAT.
I knew it was coming right away. Shit.
And you've been here for a minute. Go back and find the Lee Moriarty argument of 1775.
One of my favorite arguments. Poor Lee.
I just died on that hill 17 times that day.
Right. This is boring. So, as far as I'm concerned, we've had approximately 37 minutes of boring programming so far.
Well, Kevin Knight is not a good promo, and Callis just
you give him mouthpiece.
Doing the mannequin shit behind him isn't helping.
You give him a mouthpiece and then give him the mic. What the fuck?
Put Heyman with Brock Lesnar. Brock, you spit.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, fucking Jesus take the wheel. Like, what are we doing here? Like, he's right there. Like, talk for him. That's why you're here.
Literally, that's what you. That's one. You have one job.
Oh, look who's back.
Oh,
from behind, because that never happens. Skateboard to the back. You idiot.
I got skateboard to the back. Darby's back. And so, I mean, that's something that goes in the Forbidden Door.
But I was like, oh, Andrade, Kevin Knight could work. Now here's Darby. Darby beating his own head off the turnbuckle. Oh, now he's gone.
Right.
5 of the 44 members have run out to save Kevin Knight, and Darby's gone.
Did you see the stuff to where Darby's out there getting in the face of Bam Margera and everything?
They're going to do a match. I guarantee you, buddy. They're going to fly fucking Bam Margera all the way to fucking London for like some weird fucking.
No, he'll be in his corner versus Kevin Knight.
Oh, maybe, right? A Viva La Bam
he'll
match.
Come
Here
down
we go.
off the fucking ramp and everything. I'm going to give you what you need.
A wrestling match on a half pipe. And we're not sure which kind.
Do it.
Could be. We got options here. All right, so Pac and Mark Briscoe up next. I will put a poll up for this one. Lots coming your way, folks. Don't forget, we got so much coming your way. We also did kick off and launch in kind of getting ahead of Sunday, but we do have our new shirts out. Another summer drop for everybody out there. But definitely Wrestling with Mental Health. That is the latest item. That is the front. That is the back. Be a friend, tell a friend. And all the proceeds go to the American Mental Health Society or one of the companies like that. But legit, goes directly there. We don't even touch it. It's all done through third party. So if you want to support mental health, if you want to support a good cause, if you want to support the channel, this is the way to do it. Again, we will be here live on Sunday for a special edition, a special live stream as we go into Wrestling with Mental Health Part 2. But yeah, new shirts out. All the proceeds go to a good cause, and hope you all like them.
Well, and 100% of most of the stuff that we do for the merch, and we do fundraisers and we do stuff like that, even like with the Meltzer shirt that we did before, of even if we're taking the piss out of somebody, if we're doing it for a good cause, we're not doing it of anything trying to like get rich quick or any shit like that. Of everything that goes from the channel either goes to good charities or goes back into creating a bigger and better product for y'all and everything. So this is 100% funded by y'all, and we just try and, you know, be of service to y'all as best we can. Pause.
Yeah, so it goes to Mental Health America, licensed out of Virginia. So that is where your money will go, directly to them. And yeah, we appreciate all the love, the support. Again, it's a cool t-shirt to wear. Someone walking behind you, be a friend, tell a friend. And, you know, we put up more and more signals. We do all we can to help pull each other up by the bootstraps. And, you know, we save some lives and keep a lot of folks around, especially us men out there who hit those walls. And we know what they're like, but we'll help you get over them.
Did you make it to tomorrow? Be a whole lot cooler if you did. All right.
Facts. Well, on that wonderful note, Nick, I'm going to take a pause, stretch it out, and be right on back, sir.
There you go. I'm in commercial break, and it didn't kick me this time. Hallelujah. Apparently Wednesdays like me better than Tuesdays. But yes, I'm in commercial break right now. But again, 100% appreciate any bit of love, any bit of support. Again, even if you can't do this, you can't do that. The like, share, subscribe, all of that's free. It costs you nothing. It does nothing but help us spread the word, spread the algorithm and everything, and try and actually bring back some fucking positivity and some common goddamn sense into this wrestling scope, to where everybody seems to just go off of one Twitter account says something and we all want to feel this way, so we all run with it and everything. But yeah, we've got anything out there. We're trying to do as much as we can to help just raise awareness to a lot of that we care about, and B, just actually make wrestling fun again, and actually something that it's okay to discuss about. You don't have to sit there and can worry about, oh, I got to answer to the 27 Twitter trolls and everything because of this. As Tony, speaking of Twitter trolls, is on my screen, sending off Mark Briscoe as we're going into Briscoe versus Puck out here. So starting off, going into the last segment before the start of the top of the hour out here. What are we doing in the NBA Finals out here? That's what I'm wondering where we're at. Have we not tipped off yet? It was supposed to tip off at 8:30. I'm hitting refresh on the Google machines, and it hasn't told me the game's tipped off. But maybe that's why we're fitting this match in here. But MDB, I see you. Nair, Callis looks like his breath smells, like rotten eggs and garlic, as I'm trying not to, burp on the screen. But, well, that's why his teeth keep running away from his mouth and everything. I think it's the first time we've seen him on TV in 3 weeks that his teeth haven't fallen out. But I got the bastard Pac out here. Just Joe, I used to really like Don Callis with his podcast with Lance Storm as a commentator in TNA. He has go away heat with me now. Yeah, it's a bit of the overexposure. It's a bit of, you've shown up too many times. You're too prominent on my TV that I don't. Moxley's dealt with it too a bit with this. There's a lot of the AEW talent that runs into this because they get overused and just constant week in, week out, week in, week out. WWE almost has at times the reverse problem where talent doesn't get used for a couple weeks and people wonder. But AEW will shove talent down your throat to the point to where you get sick of them before they get over. That's the issue. Lee Moriarty is the greatest spear champion of all time. Absolutely, Damon. You got me. Ride or die. 100%. You put some respect on Lee Moriarty's name. Restaurants. There is such an eerie freaking silence in the building right now. It's only in AEW where we get these long, eerie silences. Just strange. Yeah. I really felt that as you were saying it. My guy, I'm just here in my own, living room, watching the show, talking to y'all. Just here. Says the crowd doesn't do anything. No one in the crowd moves. There's no clapping as we got a lock up between Briscoe and Pac. But yeah, still movement. And this is supposed to be like the best crowd in wrestling right now, even better than, the WWE European crowds or anything. But it's still, it's a smattering of claps. Kelly Willie, what up? So Death Rider's been helping Ospreay for what reason if they're going to feud with STP? Valid. Just Joe, Nick like Shane Taylor more than Wendy too. You goddamn right. You goddamn right on that. Destin, what the hell? And shout out Corey, I saw you too. I don't think I've actually gotten a chance to click on you yet, but guarantee the conglomeration, another faction coming out during Pac and Briscoe. I believe it. So now we're just going through arm drags and arm rolls through all of this. That's what I like with the guy who knows who his fighting style is redneck kung fu and the former WWE Cruiserweight champion. It is technical arm drags and arm bars. Hashtag mental health MTB. I saw you drop that the other day, I believe. Yeah, it's dope. That'll be a new hashtag for the month. That'll be MDB. That's your job, is the hashtag of the month club. The TNT title is more suited for Darby. if Darby would have been doing all of his title matches, Darby versus Ciampa for the TNT title, Darby versus Kevin Knight for the TNT title, Darby versus this and that, Darby versus Pac on the golf course for the TNT title versus the world title, fucking phenomenal. I'm fine with it. 10 times more with it being that than the fact that it was the world title. That's the thing. So they should have, could have, would have done, did that. As now we've got Pac and Briscoe now staring each other eye to eye. So we've third time in the third segment, including 2 matches, that we've had the whole face-to-face moment. Hashtag Virginia. Big NXT debut is happening next Tuesday. I don't know if hey, who would that be? Would it be Hiromu Tanahashi? Well, no, that's Tanahashi or Takahashi. Goddamn, and so many goddamn names in New Japan sound the same. That would be my only guess, but it still wouldn't make sense. They haven't teased anything. Yeah. Spaz. Well, I was going to halfway bring up, and I know I was very much against, NXT call-ups coming up anytime soon, but it seemed like Tatum very much kind of signaled the end of her NXT run after dropping the belt, but we'll see, because she allegedly said bye to the NXT crowd afterwards, but we'll see. As Briscoe shaking the camera. Nick, rescue my super chat. You're your only hope, Obi-Wan Stonobi. Spaz with a $5 super chat. The State of Wrestling live later tonight after Dynamite, talking King of the Ring, Gable's Redemption, Saturday on a Sunday, and more. Love y'all. Peace and chicken grease, my guy. But yes. Yeah, I still don't even fully get. Have they given a true extra? Oh, brainbuster on a chair on the outside. Again, any ref counts? Is this no DQ? As we're picture in picture. But have they given an explanation as to why it's on a Sunday instead of a Saturday? And am I remembering correctly that was initially supposed to be the date for Money in the Bank? That they moved it, so now they moved Saturday night's main event to Sunday night's main event to reciprocate somehow. We'll also put it in Atlanta. TK, Tony Khan on screen. Yes. As I'm behind. Randy Sam, what up? Restaurants, you're not convince me that Tony Khan is not off the good Colombian candy. Because what the fuck is up with this? Yeah, he's making sure he's got the Visine out there. He's making sure you don't know that he's on the vitamins. The lineup has been great, but the crowd is definitely not helping. I think people forgot how to import a crowd into the show. Yeah, is the MP3, did the file not load out here or something? Because this crowd has been stagnant and silent. The most that they've actually reacted to anything was for Moxley, which is goddamn surprising to me. Well, it is his hometown, but at least you would have thought they would have done something else. Corey, I was just watching the stream and heard how bad the first half hour was. Now I'm watching it. Didn't think it would be that bad. I was wrong. Yeah, no, yeah. It has been plodding. This has been more and more to KJ's case of you just had a couple of 3-hour tours out there, 3-hour shows all paired together that actually had. So we're getting Orange Cassidy versus Andrade later tonight. Sure, that was Luchador versus Luchador, right? But that had bigger matches on it, had bigger implications on it. And you could have used that and monikered that as your summer blockbuster. No one's holding you to this, Tony, besides yourself. It's the same thing like Title Tuesdays and all that. No one's holding it to you but you. Where happened to my Quake in the Lake, Tony? So Maya World stepping in for Suri, taking on Sky Blue. I knew that Suri had been out with an injury and they were kind of up in the air on who was going to fill in for her, but you could have done other shows that would have been the summer blockbuster instead of this. It's not been good so far. Maybe you can salvage it in the last hour, but I don't know right now what if even you're a sicko, you're going to sit there and try and share on Twitter like, AEW Dynamite, so great, just keeps breaking records one after the other. I don't know what you use as a clip to say that this show can tear the roof off here. Kyle, Nick, if Enzo returns, does he show up in NXT or the main roster? The streets be saying NXT. I would prefer main roster, him and Big Cass as a tag team, and do something with that. Maybe they show up for a jump in NXT and then they jump up quickly, but we'll see. I don't want to see just Enzo. I'll put it that way. I know Enzo, he did all right with the cruiserweight title and all right competitor and everything like that. But if he shows up, just him, then NXT is where he's at and where he stays. And fuck it, that's fine then, I guess. But I would love to see him and Cash show up together. Mostly because I think W. Morrissey has a lot of potential to be something that Test should have been, respectfully. So seeing those two show up on the main roster might kind of put a jolt in that tag team division. Raymond out here with a $2 super chat. Nick, I was saying put the TNT title on Darby now. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I'm also saying that if he would have had it beforehand, it would have worked then. Like, I very much agree that Darby is synonymous with the TNT title and should be kind of, one of those that when you see that belt, you think of him because of how much, if he went on that run with it instead of the world title, that TNT title holds a different level of prestige, I think. It's a Hollywood Nick night. The Nick night. Pat? Just Joe, Knicks win tonight. Spurs win game 5 in San Antonio, and the Knicks finally win the title in game 6 in NY. If they win it at home, lock down the whole city. It's going to be Escape from New York, Snake Plissken. If you get that reference, take your vitamins and your ibuprofens. But yeah, it's if the Knicks win the NBA Finals in New York, shut the city down because they're going to go insane. And you can't tell me watching game 3, though, that the refs didn't have a part in that and that Wemby's a dirty-ass fucking player. The Spurs are very much the New England Patriots right now of the NBA. They are very much some dirty-ass team. And Wemby's the fucking figurehead as that goddamn space alien. As we got going toe-to-toe. Speaking of a space alien popping up, potentially. Big boot from Briscoe. Sidestep into a German. Parking control. Who the fuck is Sari? She was a wrestler. I want to say, was she from Joshi Pro or was she from Stardom? That's where I get my Japanese wrestling mixed up and then I get caught up in different things. But yeah, she was from. Would it have been Stardom? Yeah, it must have been Stardom because that's what they have the connection. Well, speaking of the Stardom out here, the Stardom on the stream tonight, but that would have been her connection. But Sari, I don't know if you're sorry that you're missing Sari, but she's getting replaced by Maya World.
Yeah, I heard that rumor. I'll be honest. I mean, when we compare rosters and people flex, the women's Owen Hart this year is not a strong tournament. There's basically 2 names that we expect to end up meeting each other in the final. That's it. Everyone else is just window dressing.
Would you say that could be the case with some of the King and the Queen in the Ring tournaments?
No, I think it's a much better situation when you got names like Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria. Like this, it's a way better tournament. It's a way stronger list.
The champ is in the tournament, though.
Yeah, because she wants the other belt. So, and again, it's still better name value and better overall wrestling than Sari and Maya World and Nobody's. Like,
been around the world and yeah.
Dynamite becoming like, AEW Ring of Honor on Wednesdays? What are we doing?
This is though why the Forbidden Door aspect doesn't have any value anymore because there's so much crossover weekly, monthly, continuously that the Forbidden Door doesn't feel special anymore. The shit's off the hinges.
Yeah, I think this is something. I'm not saying get rid of it. I just don't know if you do it every year. Like, who are the big names coming out of New Japan that you're pumped to see wrestle somebody? Who is the big name? I'm sorry, but as much as Meltzer wants to fluff, as Briscoe puts Pac down. Okay.
Boy. Well, could you do the Forbidden Door if you just did it of everything's a mystery?
Yeah.
Say random New Japan talent takes on random CMLL talent. And
it's tough because, but would you not be upset with the lack of advertising ahead of time?
Fuck you. You're getting me into my own arguments now.
I mean, that's a good question.
If it's the one time of the year and it's the one whole concept around.
Okay. Maybe, but then who comes through the curtain that gets a big pop? Nobody.
Yeah. It's
as MJF coming out to address Briscoe. It is weird that we're like dragging this MJF Briscoe situation out. And we go to commercial.
Why the fuck are you going to commercial at the top of the hour
during the entrance,
in the middle of an entrance and everything like that? For everybody that wants to bitch about what WWE does with their fucking ad placements and everything, AEW needs to be goddamn studied because you do it at the top of the hour continuously. Which, hey, guess what? There's a reason it's the top of the hour because that's not when you have a fucking commercial, especially when it's an overrun. That's when you should have. You couldn't tell me you couldn't fit all your ads in by then. No, no. Just what are we? And again, what? So we're gonna get Mark Briscoe versus MJF at Forbidden Door for the AEW World Title.
Wow, okay? Why though?
We're gonna care why?
I mean, he's not winning.
I know he's not. That's why I'm saying no one's going to care about this. This is just irrelevant nonsense, and it doesn't tie anything into Forbidden Door.
To me, MJF's starting to feel the way Cody feels. Like when you talk about Cody, like, one of the things you use against me with the Cody argument is that you rarely feel like Cody's title's at risk. You don't feel that with MJF. You're like, well, you just lost it. Yeah, but we knew. We called it. So outside of fighting in someone's hometown, he's pretty safe bet.
But is that what even led to the cracks and the downfall of this and why it didn't feel that special and everything? Is MJF was coming off of putting Hangman on the bench to where he couldn't challenge for a title anymore and stomping out the God as the devil and Kenny Omega, and then loses in 2 minutes in an angle, barely even a match, to Darby because it's around Washington. And then that's when all the luster, when the horns on the devil got fucking cut off.
I think that the horns had been shaven down pretty, had been, pushed back already. That didn't help. It doesn't help. And again, when you want the heel, you want the heel to be the one that outsmarts the babyface, that is maniacal, that, will pull out all the stops. And MJF's constantly falling for shit. Constantly, ending up on the worst side of things. I don't mind a chicken shit heel running away, but it's how you run away. Like it's usually you get your lick in and then run away, opposed to just running away because you're chicken shit. Like there's a thin line.
Darby, he's lost to Kevin Knight, and now he gets made to look like the fucking backdoor. Like he's now just dealing with the Mark Briscoe and Roos situation. Those are your top competitors for MJF right now as your world champion. The horns.
That's what I think MJF's biggest problem is, Nick, is he is, Joker without a Batman. He's Lex without a Superman. He doesn't have.
He killed Batman. He killed Superman, and they didn't have the Green Lantern or Cyborg or the Flash or any other superheroes left to fucking step up and challenge him.
So MJF is up in the crowd, poorly lit. The fuck are we doing?
Oh. Someone with a spotlight.
We're on champ time. This crowd has sucked tonight, just for the record out loud. I want to share that with everybody. Yeah. But this crowd has not. I mean, maybe we're getting spoiled, but right now the WWE shows feel way more fun. Sorry, they feel so much more
NXT
fun.
feels better.
Yeah, the vibe feels better. All 30 of them people screaming on the top of their lungs.
Well, and they're regulars.
It's called a cliffhanger. Yeah, but you got to be near the cliff to hang. I think we're getting the cliffhangers, and we're 5 feet from the edge. We're good. We're not that.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet. It's so far down.
Right.
That's the thing is with shit like that with Creed. It's like you can't start it and stop. You have to finish.
You got to finish it. You got to walk it through.
You got to finish it through.
Where is tonight's show? It's a small venue. I should know this. You know where they are? I did know where.
The Andrew J. Brady Music Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, the entrance ramp is small as shit.
Yeah, it's a music theater. So, I mean, again, when we talk about big times, guys, let's be real. I hate to say it.
So Mark Briscoe versus MGF for the umpteenth time, and that's going to be your main event of Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
Or do you main event it was now with what I assume would end up being Swerve versus Ospreay for the right to face MJF, which you assume would that be it all in? It now has the Ospreay MJF all in main event been hampered, dampered, soured.
You open Forbidden Door with Mark and MJF because it's meaningless, and you close it with the new number one contender.
I wonder what else. We don't know what else could even be added on this card at this point. Like what?
Oh, else? Wait a minute. See, this is money talks, and Briscoe gets jumped by people he has paid.
By Jay Lethal and the Swirl.
When did this become AEW Ring of Honor? Oh, you guys are useless. Oh, Redneck Kung Fu.
What the fuck? Just in slow motion kicks him away. This is if you watched the Neo fights or Kill Bill in like
right
1/2 speed. Oh,
it's a super kick. Now, again, it's Blake Christian. It's the other. It's the other Lee. It's the other Lee. Not what you. Now the conglomeration's coming out. OC's walking so Paul couldn't come out for Moxley, but OC can walk out for his partner.
Well, and Pac comes out and loses the match though too.
So the Death Riders are garbage. MJF paid Jay Lethal and
the Swirl.
The Swirl. Like, this has been fucking Wednesday Night Ring of Honor.
That they just aired for free on Tuesday on YouTube.
And this whole thing about, like, we all know they get a paycheck from this company. But this whole thing about, like, I paid these guys to beat you up, they do it way too much. Andrade's trying to buy Darby, fucking...
Well, Callis getting Tony with it. It's a $500,000 battle royal and everything like that. It's $5 million peso tournament,
right? Oh, this match is going to be for $1 million. Why? What about the other matches? I don't wait. Can I have that match?
So that's the thing. What is the actual AEW contract? Is it more like a TNA contract?
Right?
Are we guys asking for 75% pay cuts if you win the battle royal and you get all that money?
Baffling. It's just
is that a contract
baffling.
Advancement.
What?
I was saying if you win it and you get all that money,
right?
Contract advancement. So then you've already been paid. So now you got to work those dates,
right?
In a steel cage.
So am I correct that this has gone on very long and we're going to a steel cage for no fucking reason? And now here comes Andrade to step all over this shit. Dude, this has been a rough fucking hour and 5 minutes of wrestling.
Is this Thursday? Anthony, are you there? Is this an Impact episode out here? Not to take shots, but
just
everybody. But how do you know?
Right, how do you know? It's just everybody stepping on everybody else's pecker. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing with all this? Who am I even supposed to give a fuck about? Oh, here comes Callis, by the way.
It's the Blockbuster because it's cameo after cameo after cameo. We got a Jay Lethal cameo. We've got an Andrade and Orange Cassidy. We got the Death Riders cameo out here.
So MJF, Mark Briscoe in a steel cage.
When?
I think Forbidden Door.
Oh,
that would only make sense, right?
Well, that's what I've thought with some of this stuff lately, and watch it end up being announced at like a random Dynamite or something.
Maybe.
Watch it be on Collision on tomorrow night.
Right? Now, Nick, here becomes my like again. All right, folks, if you're listening right now, we appreciate you. And again, we
love AEW. We do like other wrestling.
Trying to find the bright side as the conglomeration gets the fuck out of the way. But you just had Double or Nothing, one of your bigger shows of the year. You have a world title on the line, and you think, hair, let's get his hair. Let's do a hair stipulation. Now you're going to do Mark Briscoe in a steel cage. What the fuck? Why couldn't Darby be in the steel cage? Why would we do hair? Why is hair even mentioned? Like, all of a sudden, Briscoe's back and is getting big stip matches, calling his own shot.
Why has no one in like 4 months of world title matches felt like an actual world title challenger? Ever since MJF won it and then had to win it back, you've had what? Roosh, Briscoe, Ciampa, Kevin Knight, Brody King. You had Sammy Guevara at one point. Like, no one that's been challenging as of late for the world title feels like they should be challenging for the world title. And I miss me with the whole, it's spontaneity. Anybody could win it at any time. Did you actually believe anybody could have won any of that outside of maybe Ciampa the first week?
No, and that's what I think the dilemma is. Like you said with Cody, is we never really felt like his title was at risk, so it becomes a very boring story. If it's, lol, he wins, then what? As we get Tranquilo.
That's what it's been, so that's why I don't get this whole, Andrade paying the tribute, but I don't get this whole, has it diminished the value of the world title? Because you now got so many people that should be challenging for it, have been challenging for it. Now you're stuck in this rut of, I'm waiting for Ace Austin to get a world title shot just because Ace Austin.
Yeah, the fucking janitor can get a title shot. And even like Mark Briscoe comes out and he gets a rah-rah from a high five from TK. What was that about? Why is that happening?
Rah-rah, shish kumbaya.
Right? But Andrade taking the belt. Oh, the pants are off. I was hooked.
Well, I will leave you with this before our pantalones off.
Yum.
All right. So Andrade, who's got to figure out how to get these pants off faster than 3 minutes, but now down into the trunks, and Nick trying to find buttons. There we go. Nick taking a pause for the cause. Andrade OC in the ring, folks, and both men have their hands up. And I'm going to argue, and you guys can let me know if I'm right or wrong. I have found, and now Orange Cassidy takes his pants off, and he has another pair of pants under. The crowd, the loudest pop of the night was for OC mocking Andrade. Kind of funny, kind of silly, kind of funny. I was just about to say how boring this show's been, and they have their biggest moment. And now OC goes hands in pocket, Andrade double leg, and sits him on the turnbuckle. Oh, his hands came out of his pocket, but he put them back in. Blocks the punch with his foot. 6-on-6 cage match, one person to get a title shot. Maybe. Holy shit at this point. OC still got his hands in his pocket. Who dat? That's funny as shit. Who dat? AEW is the monsters of wrestling right now. No pop for anything tonight. It's been crazy. Like, I don't know if the show is not delivering and the crowd's just subdued, Or is the crowd subdued even though they're getting some decent stuff? I'm kind of torn as Andrade dodges but eats an elbow. It has not been an exciting hour and 10 minutes of wrestling tonight. It has not. I'm sorry, AEW fans. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. I'm sorry if in some way, shape, or form my thought or my opinion doesn't vibe with what you think you're seeing. That is okay. But for my money, this is not it. We watch a lot of wrestling. We watch Monday, we watch Tuesday. Here's Wednesday, and I'm like, again, an hour. Yesterday, I didn't even love NXT, and I was more entertained in a lot of ways. Tonight has been a very slow night. Anybody disagree with that? Anyone think this is cooking at a high level? You're into everything. I just find everything's been at a very slow pace. Long promos, long situations, long matches, a lot of standing around. Isn't this where the fun, the exciting, the car crashes happen? What am I missing? 6 versus 6 in a steel cage, guys. Think Mark gets a title shot if his team wins. Wait. What is that? Someone's gonna have to clarify that. 6 versus 6. What's 6? And what does that have to do with anything? You can never have more fun than a steel cage match, no matter who it is. It's going to be a good time. And don't get me wrong, Mark and MJF have proven they can go, that they can have good matches. It's just matches that lack meaning are just exhibitions. It's not legitimately pro wrestling. It's not legitimately sports entertainment. It's not legitimately moving the needle or pushing something along. It's just a really good exhibition. It's fun, but it doesn't mean much. It's like a dark match or a house show match. That's all it is. Without meaning, that is all this is. Indie show booking. So both the AEW and IWGP heavyweight titles won't be defended at Forbidden Door. What are we doing? Tell me Forbidden Door as a concept doesn't work anymore without telling me it doesn't work anymore. And here's the perfect example of that. Again, who's coming out of New Japan to move the needle? Who, if they show up tonight and says, I'm going to fight somebody, are you going to lose your mind for? Who? Let me know. I can't think of anybody. If you know somebody, maybe, who's going to show up from Stardom and really make a difference? Right? So if MJF's going to fight Mark Briscoe or we're going to do whatever we line up, it's going to be more AEW versus AEW. It's not going to be what it was. They don't have to stop doing Forbidden Door forever, but maybe they do it, every second year or every third year. Make it special. Make it like the World Cup. Once every 4 years, you do a big Forbidden Door. And maybe you do it with some other companies out there that you're friendly with. But as of right now, that Forbidden Door has been burst open and more people are on the wrong side of the door as it is. There's no one left. There's no one left that I'm like, I really hope I get to see Okada versus blank. Kairi Sane from Japan shows up. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Rants. On top of everything, I'm dead serious. The eerie silence throughout the show been a bit troubling. What the fuck is this crowd? Or is it me? It's not you, dude. I don't get it. Like the energy in the building. It's a small little amphitheater, if you will, like a little concert hall. Not that big of a crowd, but very on top of you. So you would think that you would really get it. Like they would almost have an opportunity to make the crowd sound louder than they are because you're so condensed. Stun Dog Millionaire by OC, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Again, Monday's crowd, people can say, I hate WWE. Monday's crowd was alive. Now, people are going to say, well, yeah, Paris. We'll see what happens on Friday when they're back. But, I mean, the crowds are energized. Nick said it earlier. NXT crowd had energy. It was fun. They're into things. I don't get the crowd that's sitting there quiet and then and they're sitting there tweeting. Then that's maybe the problem. They're all sitting there tweeting out as fast as they can, going on about, deserved AEW chance. Like, I don't know what it is, but where is your fucking energy? If this is what you say it is, where is everybody? Right? If smart people out there knew, and they get it, they wouldn't be watching WWE. Well, I see, five figures as far as attendance goes, showing up weekly and going nuts for almost everything they get. No matter how bad the creative is, there's so many people on the programming right now that are over, that are big, that are getting love. I mean, it's not the same vibe here. And anybody can say whatever they want, but the observation is this is a very small, unenthusiastic crowd. As Leo Rush is here, and Leo Rush took someone's phone. Leo Rush wants a picture with Orange Cassidy. And we go back to being very slow tonight. Big Leo chance. As here we go. And Andrade wallops Orange Cassidy, distracted by Leo Rush. Now Leo Rush wants a selfie with Andrade. WWE buys New Japan and fixes it like they fixed AAA. It is highly possible, Spaz. Don't tell Meltzer. Don't tell the sickos. Watching them getting, kind of, if you're watching the tea leaves a little bit and you see the recent deal that was made, you're getting closer and closer to that possibility. Now, why hasn't Tony stepped in there and probably tried to do it? I don't know, because you think he would. But if WWE gets their hands on New Japan the way they did AAA, it's another bracket of wrestlers. It's another group of talent. It's another access point. You had an outlet for some of your talent that will be gone. And then what? And what if they do tie it on and do it right and do it proper? Speaking of doing it proper, pause.
More tie it on, but you can have that.
A bit of both, right? Tie it on, do it proper.
I was going to even say, when you were talking about the crowd, it's amazing how we're more passionate and fired up about the show tonight to what your sicko Twitter account would label us haters and grifters and everything, where we're just critiquing the show, than the actual crowd that paid to watch this shit. Again, I think one of our favorite chatters always says, the stay home champions out here.
Right. But I mean, ultimately, you see things like, you have the WWE and people say, oh, it's boring, it's this, it's that. That's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. But then when you say it's going down the drain and it's struggling and blah, 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 and you and I tune in on a Monday and the crowd's losing their mind. They're losing it for Seth, Oba, Danhausen, you name it, Roman, Jacob, all these guys. Every time someone comes out, they're either cheering or they're booing and they're into everything.
Oba's got to sit there and take pauses in the middle of what he's saying to sit there and fucking, all right. I know you want to cheer all night.
Yeah, 150%. And then, fine. AEW's in smaller buildings, but why is this building not losing its fucking noodle?
It should be fucking louder then.
Yeah, because they're right there. You should be able to mic that up. That sounds like it's 10,000 people because they're so there. Production.
But also with what you were saying,
this is awesome. Broke out.
Did it amongst like three people? Did it really? Is it in the room with us right now?
Right? They go from cheering nothing to this is awesome. You think you would have cheered something leading into that moment.
Is that not? Do we get the rumors that that's piped in?
It might be. Who knows at this point?
What were you saying right before, though? What I was talking about right before I showed up?
AEW needs Pat McAfee.
No, it doesn't.
Jokes.
We're barely ever so slightly tapping each other in the chest right now.
The matches have been slow. And again, this is supposed to be the young, hip, fun, exciting wrestling. And I got better.
The work rate. We're the best wrestle. Right? I haven't seen anybody wrestle.
right, Mr. Meltzer? Javon Evans versus Penta or OC versus Andrade?
Oh, 100% Javon versus Penta. Sorry, I know now you mentioned Meltzer and it clicked back in my head what you were talking about before with the New Japan potential sale.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll be to where TKO would purchase the overarching body that owns New Japan, Noah, and owns the vast majority. They won't buy New Japan outright. They'll buy or getting business with the overarching governing body.
Yeah, they want that umbrella. They want as many things, and that's when you
they
start
will own
seeing
the Japanese market in pro wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. So when you see New Japan kind of end up in this situation, you kind of notice the consolidation of the situation. So, I mean, ultimately, that becomes, to me, eyebrow raising. It doesn't mean something's going to happen, but it's easier for it to happen.
Yeah, well, it's also like how randomly out of nowhere AEW shows up on Tubi and people are celebrating that like it's a fucking win.
Well, that's the funniest shit. But go ahead.
No, I was just saying hi to Billy Sellers out there. I think he was. Hey!
But that's the thing, Nick, and I think some of the fans out there, some of the defenders, especially, like they'll say things like, "Well, they're clearly the best back elbow in the business." This match has been so slow. Nice finish. OC gets dusted, maybe.
Yeah.
3.
The Fisherman in Crossroads there is actually pretty fucking
solid.
Nice. And again, Andrade is a talented ass wrestler. That's why I thought he would have been going towards MJF with the whole, but how do you know? I'm just trolling the shit out of you the whole time. Now he's out here versus Orange Cassidy. And I think everything that they've set up through an hour and a half of this show. So your main event is going to be, I'm assuming, Swerve and Brody, and you've got a half hour for 2 matches, but you're going to get an overrun. But
we still have Blue Sky and
that's what I'm saying. You're going to get that involved too. But everything before this has made this slow, so you anticipate.
Oh, now we got another post match. Every fucking match, man.
Ohio.
Oh, that's right. They're in Cincinnati. I forgot for a second. Ohio.
OHIO. Oh, I got to get my wind.
Again, every match has had something like this, Nick.
Yeah, but there's 3 people. You're literally watching. You're seeing one person behind like commentary do this, and like 3 people that are right at ringside just a man of few words. A man of the only words that they'd let him get out.
The fuck? Did he even need to do that?
No.
Could he have got the pin and went the fuck back to his locker room without wasting another 3 minutes to hold the microphone and say, bleh. Did we need that?
Well, now we've got Ospreay recovering after his war with Mark Davis from last week. So what we're assuming is your main event for All In, your biggest show, your fucking magnum opus out here, your WrestleMania All In out here in Wembley again. Might be the last time you do it. MJF versus Ospreay. We've seen MJF barely here, kind of get ran off, didn't matter too much. And now Ospreay's getting cuddled by the missus.
Windsor is here for some love.
I'm so glad you survived.
Yeah, I just don't get, like, again, great concept of the idea of like bringing some personality and bringing his wifey in to give some emotion. Just not, you didn't do it right. You didn't bring her in a way that
in the wrong chapter and everything.
Oh, you just threw her in there. Yeah, fuck off.
There's nothing that led to that felt like that should have been.
Next, with like a Hazuki. Who gives a fucky? What are we talking about?
Because Mercedes Moné will now win this tournament.
Tony does this, and he brings people in because he's too chicken shit to beat his guys.
Honestly, yeah. Well,
Maya World versus Sky Blue. Are you fucking kidding me?
collision match
at best.
Well, do you think that Monet is actually a solid threat to Tekla now? Like Monet's come
Yes.
in with the thickness a little bit now, and maybe is she? Do you view her different now that she's Sans 57 belts?
Yeah, maybe we'll see what they do with her. But now we're going right back to the whole Tekla hates Stardom and how she got fired from it for beating up the boss. So who from Stardom do we give a fuck about? Who's gonna step up to Tekla that we're like, oh no, dream match?
But they're not. When are they gonna build it up? We're 2 weeks away from Forbidden Door. That's the thing. Is this doing a month-to-month pay-per-view going to really hurt Tony? If he starts to do, you've got Forbidden Door, you've got Redemption, then you've got All In, you've got every month of pay-per-view. Oh,
right.
You need this kind of down spell between the pay-per-views and building the next one. And now you got to do that in double quick time.
Yeah. So, and I know you mentioned this when I was on my pause about, Money in the Bank moving and things moving around, and when is All Out going to be, which I should double confirm what the answer to that was. But I don't know if there is a solid answer yet. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things kind of playing here. You're going into the 28th where 2 other companies are putting on shows. And the question is, are you fans out there can say, well, clearly AEW does the better pay-per-views, but okay, what does that mean then? Like, does that translate into anything of value?
Follows up after the fact.
Yeah.
That
are you selling
more of a hindrance?
Like, are you selling me on your show over those shows with your weekly show? And I'm right now
on the next pay-per-view. That's all. Like, your pay-per-view is great, so I want to watch the next pay-per-view, which fine, I guess, but nothing in between. Like, capitalizes on the momentum from the previous pay-per-view or sells the next pay-per-view. You're going off of buying an AEW pay-per-view because of the namesake that it's always a good pay-per-view. It's like a Marvel movie of I'm watching the Marvel movie because Marvel is always supposed to be a good Marvel movie.
That's a fair way to put it. I mean, I like that explanation and the idea that, especially for the guys like Uncle Toon out there that, they can do no wrong on any of these shows. And again, there's a different standard depending on what company you work for, what 3 letters you work for. But at the end of the day, I mean, the truth of the matter is you need to get us there. And, we talk about a night like tonight where this is Blockbuster and it felt like nothing. Oh, Blockbuster my ass.
This is the reason Blockbuster went out of business right now, is this show.
Yeah, this resembles Blockbuster Video 2026. Void, irrelevant, not here anymore. What the fuck are we doing?
Every time someone says irrelevant, it just makes me chuckle for whatever reason.
Right. This show should be called Summer Lackluster. Facts, Lady B. It's ridiculous.
Well, we're in a commercial break, and we haven't talked about it quite too much. Speaking of a lackluster story, but as I've even got the shirt on and all of this, the one Philip Seymour Brooks has been Moxley's cutting a promo, cut me off.
Why does he lean in like that? Like he's got to sneeze?
Because
with your pride, I got a migraine. My CTE is kicking in. Look, what the fuck? Did he just have an aneurysm?
Well, I saw somebody that caught, Marina Shafir with a double pack of Zins in all the back pockets out there.
There's 5 of them.
Anywhere near a microphone ever.
What?
So Daniel Garcia should never be near a microphone ever.
He goes, there's 5 of you and there's some of us, but we're going to get a 5-on-5 street fight, a.k.a. Anarchy in the Arena, Stadium Stampede.
Oh, I was like, wait, I was waiting for him to say it or for me to know
like, what the fuck? Like, dude, again, out of left field, the Shane Taylor nobodies show up, and now we're going to be in a street fight with the fucking weekly fucking used, big badass top heel faction. The fuck are we talking about?
Well, speaking of a top heel
Oi,
faction out
oi.
there, the Villa Viking, aka Geekbox, everybody's second favorite box
Oh.
out there, saying, "Oi, oi, oi, Wrestling for Life, boys. Hope you're all good. Shout out my guy."
Always. Sky Blue against Maya World. The poll is up. Get your votes in. Yeah, again, what a fucking terrible women's bracket. Terrible.
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 Well, you know who's going to win this tournament now. You're either going to get Athena or you're going to get Monet.
Yeah.
That's going to be your finals again because run it back.
But if WWE is the predictable company, why are more names not in this tournament? Where's the Thunder Rosas? Where even a Anna Jay? Where's, the talent that actually you're like, that lady could win? Sky Blue is not winning. Sorry.
Because when you draw with crayons, you forget what you drew, my guy. That's the thing. That's what it really is. If they forget how much this shit's redundant and how much it's been around more and more and more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah, the hypocrisy of it all blows my mind. It really, truly blows my mind that, you watch this dribble and you're just enamored by it. And you want to put down, you can't put down any wrestling company, let alone some of the top wrestling company. The fuck are we doing?
Well, when did she come out with a crown? And there's something that could be here that, hey, that may,
who the fuck is not Brandy? Sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. What the fuck are we doing? This is Ring of Honor night. Blockbuster Ring of Honor night. What the fuck?
Yeah. StubHub night. But Sky Blue versus what? Tatum Paxley works?
Who and who?
Sky Blue, Tatum Paxley. That's that kind of level. That's that on par of Sky Blue would be on your NXT.
Oh, 100% Sky Blue would be on NXT, but Tatum Paxley is miles ahead of her. Miles. So far ahead of Sky Blue. Sky Blue will have to learn how to cut a promo. Tatum can do that. Sky Blue's got to learn how to dial into what a character is. Tatum can do that. Sky Blue's got to get better in ring. Tatum can do that. Tatum's been there. She Sky Blue NXT, she'd be fine, and she has a lot of potential. But here, is she just an average girl trying to wrestle?
I'm just an average girl.
That's right.
I'm trying to see if we have one for this one. Well, it was supposed to be Sari.
Yeah, we didn't get we don't have the updated one. So poor Sari.
Even then, still, again, you're getting all of these crossovers that maybe at best your smart marks know.
Yeah. Nobody cares. This is not and again, Sky Blue's winning, right? Especially because now it's a fill-in.
Oh, yeah.
Maya beats Sky Blue.
You get benched like Britt Baker. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. And this crowd hasn't cared about much tonight by the seams of it.
I can't get behind that whole idea. Literally, I was stuttering and stammering to try and even understand that philosophy of paying a ticket, paying good money, whatever it may even be, at least human monies, to go and watch this show and not give a shit about anything. How bad does it have to be that you would pay money to go and be disappointed by what you saw?
Yeah. I don't know. Why does Mox look like that? Yeah, the question of the week. Why does Mox look like that? Wrong answers only, or maybe some right answers. I don't know.
That should be the post of the week on the YouTube channel. It's just Moxley leaned in like this. Why does Mox look like this? Wrong answers only.
He always looks like he's about to sneeze.
Gets, the fucking quote of the post or whatever.
Fucking hell! I don't get it. I don't get him. I don't get the obsession with this guy. Right? It's like
Cincinnati.
What's that? Cincinnati? Well, even outside of just in this company in general, it's every fucking week.
How much do you think that he has a weigh in, a thought, a lean in on the whole Ospreay situation? That the Ospreay situation is the way it is because he's talking to Tony.
Because they're fucking around with everything, though. Even the story you're trying to tell about Ospreay Moxley, we've lost it. Have we not lost the Osprey Moxley?
We lost the whole plots on a lot of this shit.
Yeah, but like, let's say even if I thought it was shit, Nick, you had Moxley Osprey, and they were showing the little clips of them working out together and doing push-ups in the cubby hole. So there was some story to be told, and then they just stopped. Now Moxley's fucking fighting every faction he can find, including Shane, and Osprey's off. You know what? I guess trying to win
out with his wife.
Yeah, like they're not even consistently or properly telling this big story that they want to tell.
Trip over DDT.
Oh, neck breaker.
You could have just hit the DDT, but
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
That sky blue getting shot to the camera.
Well, let's be fair. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I can say all the complaints, but
I mean, Kyle Fletcher's a lucky man, but
right, like blue is my favorite color, folks.
I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-da, da-ba-dee. But we were speaking of other favorite guys.
Yes.
So favorite guys of all of this CM Punk nonsense and rumors and malarkeys of he's unhappy with TKO, he's on the juice, he's this, he's that. Where are we at with CM Punk?
Right. Yeah, anonymous, that's funny. No, the CM Punk thing, like, I don't know if you want to kind of speak to what's being said, but malarkey, as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, and it came out of nowhere because we haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. This was just manifested.
Right. Well, so from what I understand and what I have pieced together, the most of this, putting my detective flat cap on versus the other, wait, should I like prop change and do a different hat? But no. Of that random Twitter account, J-Cup 2013, that has the most just no avatar picture and everything like that, randomly threw out that there is backstage tension between TKO higher-ups and CM Punk because of issues related to WrestleMania 42. Mm-hmm. Then it then spiraled because everybody wants some CM Punk news and some juicy rumors when it comes to wrestling and all of that, which then resulted into everything from CM Punk got asked to take a pay cut and told no and is now pursuing legal action to he was telling his wife to try and change the finish of their match at WrestleMania 42 to he was petitioning to change the finish of his match at WrestleMania 42.
Oh my God.
But it's one of those of essentially someone just threw something out there that was a known tribalistic out and everything of a nothing nobody that just threw something out, and because it's CM Punk and people want some juicy news and some rumors and some gossip of that, everybody ran with it and put all their whole narrative. Like there were people that thought that CM Punk was going to leave WWE and show up in TNA or show up hat in hand back to AEW. Like this just went like wildfire.
Yeah, and to me, it's another great example of people being complete sheep. Complete just bad. A guy out of left field just threw a bunch of shit out there. Not like some guy that's, you know, known to be a reporter, known to have any value. Just a guy, just some fucking asshole that makes shit up from time to time. And people are so desperate to kind of pin the tail on the donkey that you run into this situation where, like, oh, we told you Punk was all right. We got him. Relax, you fucking dummies. Like, what are we doing? Like, do we not take a second to take a breath and go, all right, what's really happening here? No, we don't. We're just so eager to be bad sheep. But none of this, like every one of the points that were made can easily be refuted and shot down as nonsensical, but there is nothing to substantiate it in any way, shape, or form. Actually, there's video and footage to contradict all of it.
Right, but it's because it's so contradictory because everybody wants to be the first on the juiciest story that could be out there, and CM Punk
making bullshit.
Yeah, but CM Punk is a guy that if he was going to be a story, that you would believe that there was going to be a story about.
But that, yeah, come on.
But no, I fully agree because trust me, some of these people have just gone full delusional, full derangement of literally, oh, well, they're coming out and refuting the story, so that means we're right. They're trying to shut us down. They're going full Alex Jones out there. They're you know, the fluoride in the water and everything. Of they're going full of they're trying to shut us down. They don't understand. We're getting too close to the truth. No, it's because you're so out of touch and out of whack and on this derangement syndrome with all of this that you don't even understand that what you're saying makes literal no sense.
None. Again, it's like, again, I get the idea, like you said, the clickbait, the bullshit, but those are the people that when you do see them and when they get identified, they should be kind of knocked out of the group. They should be cut off. They like that is the IWC, just toxic, unauthentic, make shit up, say things just to get the fucking notoriety. I don't give a fuck how many clicks we get. We're not playing that game, and that's why we are the WFU. And at the end of the day, I mean, the amount of people that wanted to jump on this and believe it, and then like you said, the bullshit of it all is multiple legitimate sources come out and say none of that's true. Clearly good. Well, see
that's when they're shutting it down. I even had to defend SRS out here.
Oh,
well, yeah, no, but anyways, even then, still, again, always check your sources. Just use some fucking logic for 10 seconds. Take a step back. Think about it with your rational mind for half a second, and then join the discussion again. But people were saying that all the wrestling news sources and outlets were sitting on this because they were told to wait on it. And everybody's in on the conspiracy. And this is the fucking Manchurian candidate.
Yeah.
When it comes to the CM Punk story, he hasn't been on TV. How about maybe the guy that's pushing 50, that's already been prone to some injuries and everything, after his wife just did a run, might be taking a bit of a hiatus, a staycation and everything, chilling out, maxing, relaxing with his wife after he lost his dog. His wife just did a whole fucking run. Yeah. He's out there just chilling, relaxing, and it's all good. Oh my God, imagine that. It's okay for shit to be okay. In a world where everything's already fucked, why are we looking for more shit to be fucked?
Yeah. I mean, a novel idea that the wrestlers actually go the fuck away from time to time so we don't get sick of fucking seeing them, especially when they just finished some major fucking shit. Like he dropped, he went through Mania, it happened the way it happened, and he's taking a sabbatical. Him and his wife were working. I don't know if people noticed that. But again, I mean, like what a novel idea, but he hasn't been around and nobody can get the right answer. So somebody's just going to make up the best bullshit answer they can. And other people have tried it and got called out for it. The Laboos of the world that just can't help but be fucking, we'll just make shit up. And then the Sappies of the world that forgive that kind of shit because, we're friends, kumbaya. It's ridiculous.
Where we reach the point to where like I'm not on stream for like the 4 days like I had because of the European tour and everything like that, and the weekend off. And Nick's leaving Wrestling for Life Network. There's the backstage tension and everything.
Right.
And that's what this is. It's just complete and utter nonsense of you want something to be there so bad. Like when the Twitter account actively says like WWE supports fascism and a progressive sicko in their Twitter bio.
Right.
And there might be some leanings on some certain things.
Yeah, and often the people that use statement Sky Blue lost.
Been around the world and
Maya bullshit. Maya ass. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, they've been trying to kind of halfway push something with Maya World.
What? On what show? What are they trying? What? Who? When? Where?
On our show. Well, listen. It's going to be Athena versus Maya World. They're doing this, so you put the job versus the job. It's going to be Athena versus Mercedes Moné, like you said.
No shit.
Sky Blue's going to lose to Athena?
Right.
No, let's put the jobber to lose to Athena.
Yeah, well, people out there that this is where the best wrestle. We might have a debate about the men, but look at this bracket. Tells you that not the best women are wrestling over here at this particular company at this particular time. Let's be fucking real. This tournament is a farce and a layup for the two main names on it.
Oh, they very much don't book their women's division well at all.
Mailed it in. Mailed it the fuck in.
Yeah, but even when it comes to the tag team division and all of that, Like, you now still got your women's tag team title challenge, like your title holders are out there holding speed title matches to see who can face them. To where Anna Jay has a 1 minute match and still loses in under 5 minutes to the fucking title holders.
Right. And again, I mean, we're trying to hype up Forbidden Door right now. You know who I'm sick of seeing once a year? And in a boring technical match?
Zack Sabre Jr., and I'm going to get mad.
Zack Sabre Jr. Why? Yeah. Like, I'm so sick of this guy who has been the same for a decade. He has been plateaued. He's the epitome of, like, are you still selling weed? 10 years later, like, he has not changed.
He got the best weed. He got the best.
Yes, this man hasn't changed. Look, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny announced. Why? I don't care.
I kind of really like that match.
It's a horse
match.
That
is a me match. I want to watch that match. If I've been an advocate for both men on this stream, I want to watch. So, but we're getting Kenny versus Bad Dude Tito. So Saturday. So Collision's on Saturday, but they said it's on Thursday. Kenny Omega versus Bad Dude Tito.
Why would that be tonight?
Why?
No, I'm sorry. I don't.
57. We had the longest drawn out match, but we couldn't put Kenny out here.
Yeah, and again, a nothing match that Kenny's going to win, and it's meaningless. And we've done it before. I don't give a fuck about Zack Sabre Jr. I don't.
I like Zack, and he's
boring.
He's Danielson without a personality. As you even see,
he's Nigel McGuinness.
You don't even want to have this conversation out here.
He's Nigel McGuinness, just younger.
I'll stand on business with Nigel McGuinness out here. If I still think that's where you could go with this whole Forbidden Door. I don't know. Get some technical aspects out of it. I like me some Zack Sabre Jr. I'm surprised he hasn't been brought in by AEW.
Can someone out there in the world just... What has Zack done in the last 3 years of relevance? Other than win
WGP World Champion,
when?
Former G1,
when?
7.
Like in the last couple years?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like he's like he peaked 5 years ago.
I will give you that. He is very much. He is British Bryan Danielson. He is what he is, and he is just. I am a technical guy without too much of a personality, but I do still think the idea of him versus Kenny is still a match that I'm personally, as a fan of both guys, like I'm in the Meltzer sphere of this.
It's just another run-of-the-mill match.
Have you noticed that Meltzer's been heavy putting over Okada versus Kenny and their whole history lately on their whole channel and everything? He's been heavy in the paint on that. But I'm over with. I want to see Zack Sabre versus Kenny.
Why?
Nerding me, because nerding me.
But it's happened. It like you can go watch this. It's already been a thing. They've done it.
I'm getting nerd again to want to watch it again.
So a beaten up, broken Kenny and Zack, who peaked 5 years ago.
I'm admitting I'll still watch Luke and Darth can duel it out, my guy.
Right, fair enough. I don't get this. To me is barely a Forbidden Door match. Barely, they've just qualifies.
No, and I see that's the thing is I'm at least man enough. I'll admit that I know that's one of those that I want to watch. Like that is one of those I will shut up and take my money. I'm a nerd and I want to watch that.
Okay,
that is the mainstream market. Like there is no reason outside of. For somebody like me that wants to watch that match match is happening. There is no connective tissue. There is no bill. There is no nothing, which is what gets the issue with Forbidden Door. Sometimes you get matches just thrown together because thrown together.
But Kenny's been so in and out, and Kenny's been kind of dealing with this, like Osprey being his buddy, and then now we're just going to go do, like, I don't get it. I'm not excited for it. I think it would have been a great match 6 years ago.
Well, I'm not excited for this.
Oh, look, the Don Callis 50.
The Don Callis 50. You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
No, Jeff. They're having their congregation, so I'm going to go have a congregation for Beef Minute.
All right, Nick, taking a pause for the cause. I got MJF in the back talking to Callis and all those guys. I'm going to catch up on the chat a little bit as we go here. The entire Don Callis family. No, not even half. We got Rapungi. We got Davis. We got something, I think, in there somewhere. There's still more. And there's more money from MJF. I'm so sick and tired of this whole we're buying. I'm so sick of it. It's lazy. Where's our buddy in the chat? Lazy booking. This is laziness. As now MJF is Kevin Knight's back in MJF's face. I give less of a shit about AEW than I do about FIFA. And let me tell you, my brother and sisters, my FIFA toilet is empty. 5 Bones, Phoenix, Pimp Callis, ugh, gross. Hashtag Nick Saber simping. Listen, I agree that there's a level of talent to Zack Sabre Jr. I'm not going to write him off completely, but he's boring. And he does these indie pop-ups. He does the circuits. I'm just not that into it. I've seen it. I know what you're going to do. I know what your matches look like. I've seen them. And you and Kenny, out of nowhere, for no reason, no rhyme, nothing. We're just going to do it. Okay, why? Why? Why now? So MJF gives the Callis family a whole case of money after already giving someone else money. It's dumb shit. And Andrade making faces at Callis. Andrade wants a title shot, and Callis is promising it. Nico the Sicko again. Q-Tip, Sabre Jr., facts. Zack Sabre Jr. lost to Dante Martin, facts. Nick prepared to throw his... Nick went full sicko. You never go full sicko. Tito Escondido. That's jokes. That was so random. But here comes Swerve Strickland as we set up the main event here tonight, folks. Again, get in that chat, like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Be a part of all the fun as, again, we are getting our main event for this one. Instead of that MJF goes and pays off Callis again, cut that segment out. Cut out at least one of the post-match bullshits and start this match at a reasonable time. It is now 6 minutes to the hour, and we're getting entrances. Fucking get it right. Make this show feel like somebody knows what they are doing when they are trying to put it together. Do better. Show us you got it. Show us you can do better. Help me understand what you're doing. That all being said, I'm going to put a poll up right now for this one. Who moves on? Why is it Swerve Strickland?
Well, if there's someone who can help you to figure out what's going on, my guy, I think it might be I. See, I do like Brody's whole entrance. He very much is.
Yes.
You would make him as a creator wrestler and everything. He's got the potential to be in something.
If Brody was an upper middle card beef that picked on a lot of you kind of put him in situations where he can pick on the baby face, or he could, kind of put in a kind of an even situation or an out, you find a heel dastardly enough to kind of outnumber him. But he's that guy that, people will buy tickets to see this guy.
Should Brody be the leader of a bit of a faction of kind of maybe somebody that's got some, they wear the mask and they're the maskoons and everything?
Maybe. I mean, the problem with Brody for me is I really like Brody. I really, really do, Nick.
He's an upper mid-card guy, though.
But he's a 50-50.
Challenging for the TNT title. He's not challenging for a world title.
But even if he's a guy that, when they, Umaga's going to go take a run at the title. That
Umanga
kind of vibe.
Versus John Cena.
Umanga, right? It's that kind of vibe of, oh, fuck, this guy's a beast. Maybe he does it. but the hero finds a way.
But you did that sparingly. They've done that repeatedly now.
Yeah, that's true too. Like, I'm a little surprised with this match because they did this recently and it was a big deal. Like, these guys needed a stip match.
The ramp's so close to the ring, you can't even do the drape over hangover because of the same fucking height.
Right.
Like, even if Swerve loses this match, does Swerve not lose a chunk of credibility after he's out there dealing with everything with Bandito and cutting the whole promos of "I'm the most dangerous man" and da 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 da?
Well, they did the vignettes where he was looking for Bandito, and then they here we are. Like, that kind of is that still a real big thing?
Part of the Owen.
Yeah, like it was just wait. You did vignettes for a match that you were yet to, like, nobody knew the match was happening? What a fucking miracle that is. What a kawinky dink.
Right? Oh, 71-46. The fucking Spurs over the Knicks. Ugh.
Jeez.
If Nick is missing 4 days, he's full of AEW sicko. Tell the sheets. Oh, I'm just backed up with my sicko.
Nick's bitter with WWE for all these afternoon shows, so he's a little sicko leading.
All my rage out there. Oh, drop over the fucking chair.
Right? He's like, AEW's not so bad. At least it's on at night.
It's at least on where I can watch it. It's on at a reasonable hour.
You're like, shit.
But no, this has been plotting and marauding, and it feels like the only thing that we had built that has mattered is relevant is happening right now. Is good God.
Nice move. Get in the ring.
Yeah, Aubrey not counting. As we go to picture.
Fucking Aubrey's as useful as tits on a bull. Like, it's just not fucking handy at all.
That is not the first or last time she's probably been compared to that.
Like, it's useless. And it's not her fault, really. Her boss sucks.
Yeah, but she's like the epitome of shitty officiating when it comes to pro wrestling. Like, AEW might be the epicenter, but she's the epitome.
Right.
She's the Tim Donaghy of pro wrestling officiating.
Right. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's not good. Rants, what are you throwing at us? I don't know if you were about to read the other one. Sorry.
No, I read it.
Oh, good. So we get Kenny on Tony Khan's show Dynamite, but we get 2 night Callis family promos and a 15-minute Blue Maya co-main event and 2 Death Rider segments. Grade A television. You
Cincinnati. Well, because that's what he's saying. I'm saying we don't get Kenny on the A show, but we get 2 night Callis segments, and we get a 15-minute Blue Mayo World match, and then 2 Death Riders. Cincinnati.
But it was the same last week, and it was the same the week before. Multiple Moxley segments, multiple Callis segments. This whole show is built around fucking Moxley and Callis, and everyone else feels sprinkled in, including the world champion. It's hurting. It's killing the show. The people that are talking about Punk, Punk might not be here because of issues. I wish Jon Moxley would have some backstage issues and take a fucking month, 2 months, 3 months, a fucking decade off.
You know how Cincinnati's known for Skyline Chili? This whole episode is known for Skyline Shitty.
Right? It's not been good.
But it's just even then there is so much, like, I understand that Monday Night Raw is pretty much anchored by a heel storyline right now with Roman and the Bloodline.
Yes.
AEW tries to be anchored by a heel storyline, but they don't know what heel storyline to be anchored by.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Death Riders, whether it's Callis, whether it's MJF, anything.
Yeah. Like, MJF just gave Callis a suitcase of money to help him with his affairs again. Are you not, as an MJF fan?
You know, when I always try and get my vitamins, I go back to the guy who sold
the guy who keeps ripping me off
the last time. The guy who ripped me off the last time. You know what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right? I get the worst shake possible from this
again.
Yeah. getting terrible shit from this guy, but he just I keep going back.
Yeah, but it's so cheap.
A suitcase full of money. Again, and it makes MJF look like a complete and utter idiot. It makes him feel desperate, not dangerous.
Are we? Yeah. And that's...
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the issue of what comes off of MJF after both of the past two matches where he defended and won the title. Well, even when he was just defending it before he had to fucking re-win it, he felt, like you said, dangerous. He felt like the devil had some fucking horns. Mm-hmm. And now that you locking up with Roosh, them shit's withered away a little bit. Them shit's been whittled down.
Yeah, what I would have done, let's say you really, really, really wanted to do the Darby Washington thing. So you do it, and it's a 2-minute holy fuck. But then you have to give us, in that moment, like the minute that happens, you make it like enraged, psychotic, unhinged MJF, and all this shit about no, you can't have a title. Every time Darby walks around a corner, MJF jumps him. He tries to have a match, he gets jumped. Like MJF just murders this kid until he gets what he wants out of him. And that's where he looks dangerous, not desperate.
When does the devil of MJF admit that the tribal chief that's still supposed to kind of be a babyface is more of a heel than even MJF is right now? Like, he's done nothing really devilly, dastardly, none of that that's really make you think like, oh, he's
that despicable. Was a botch? Sorry, Nick. Yeah, look, he just said, oops, he ducked it. They completely botched. If I slipped ahead of you, let me know.
No, I got a big boot coming out.
Oh, stop.
Fall through the stop, yeah.
So he goes for the house call and botched it. Even the commentary was a little uncertain. So sorry to interrupt you there. Act like AEW act like they're wrestling. Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of talk about all these, the highest paid tag team ever, the highest paid woman ever. We pay our wrestlers good. Then why are they so, are they so open to bribery? Like, what the fuck? Swerve on that table.
$5 million battle royals every pay-per-view.
Yeah, arbitrarily.
Spaz with the $5 super chat. Why aren't people in the DCF saying, you can't pay me to be your henchman? Why don't I make more money by winning the title to MJF?
Yeah.
Andrade?
Yeah, like Andrade is demanding the title shot, and Callis is working with him. So your theory of getting Andrade and MJF might work, and that's an actual idea that I'm with you on. Unlike the other one, I like.
Yeah,
this
but
one.
Still, that would make sense. Again, Tony, I'll do it on the low. Trust me. Just throw a suitcase of money at me, even if it's just a suitcase of cheeseburgers, which is some of the questionable things of what these suitcases might be. But just throw something at me, and we can make this work. To me, it would make sense of you, instead of a Briscoe MJF, which we've seen you do an Andrade, where he's been the antagonizing force towards MJF. You put the New Japan title and the AEW title on the line. Hey, you tie in the Forbidden Door. Holy shit, imagine that at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
Right.
You might want to make it and tie in another company.
Yeah.
And it becomes then everybody that MJF faces after that, whether it be Kenny, whether it be Ospreay, has a connection to New Japan. And then, hey, now they can do the double dip, honey dip, all of that. And you can scratch your partner's back and not look like quite an asshole, Tony.
Right. You're not wrong, but what in the actual fuck was the swerve stomp spot? It's hella weird looking. We've had a couple moments. Crowd's dead again. It's taking me out of the show.
Have they ever been alive? They've only cheered for Moxley, and that's it.
Barely. And yeah, I mean, they did pop for him. I called it out, but again, they didn't cheer a lot during the match, though. We got a random "This is awesome" chant from the quietest crowd ever.
This is why you need to actually watch the crowd when you hear chants. Like, I need to see actual people move to believe that chant is happening. Like, what do you think, on average, market value, front row seats for this was?
$35.
Even then,
80.
Would you pay $35 to sit there and show up and watch a show and not be entertained and not enjoy it?
Dude, I went to a shitty MLP. Like, I mean that like I don't mean it disrespectfully, but
hashtag MLP,
right? Yeah, no, but I mean like a small town community center LMLP show, and you get into it. You go loud. You go. I don't get the people that are sitting there on their phones or sitting there kind of judging the people that are having a good time. Look at that guy. What an idiot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get up. Fucking live.
There's some movie theaters, and I know there's some by me specifically that you go and you pay that same just to go and watch a movie. And you go and you want to be immersed in the experience and everything. Why are you going to go there and just sit on your fucking hands the whole night?
Right. Thought the Maya World versus Sky Blue match was pretty important tonight. But outside of the match and this match, I agree. Yeah.
What was important about that match, Boston? Honestly.
So,
like, asking a question.
Yeah, again, I think because of how it's presented, you kind of get lost in it. I see what Boston's getting at. The idea that a week ago, Maya's brother died. It's tragic. It's sad. Thoughts and prayers. But again, if you tell that, I mean, they kind of tried to do it at ringside with Renee. Maybe you make that bigger then, but she's not even supposed to be here tonight. So that kind of gets lost and goes over our head a little bit, but she had a good match. I mean, I didn't hate the match. I just didn't much care for it at all.
Well, it's even, again, a bit of everything that led up to it. The courses before you got to the main events even really set the precedent for it. So I'm expecting not much by the time I get to the back end.
Right.
Oh, house
There's
call.
the house call.
And he's just up, and we got a bleeder.
Oh, shakes it off. What the?
Blushing.
Okay.
Oh.
Damien saying official triple main event for Forbidden Door. Is that true?
Two count as a super house call. What would be the triple main event? What would be the main event?
Will Ospreay versus TBD, which winner of this will be one of the main events. The other main event, I guess, is there is literally Mark Briscoe versus 5 TBA versus MJF and 5 TBA steel cage match. If Briscoe team wins, he gets what the fuck? That went way over my head, bro. Mark Briscoe and 4 friends,
you, bro. Yeah, no, that whole nonsense is
so
just
that's
bullshit.
what he's paying Callis for. So it'll be MJF and random members of the Callis family against Mark Briscoe and the conglomeration, you assume. And if Team Briscoe wins, they get Briscoe gets a title shot. And if Team MJF wins, he doesn't. So we're getting a number one contender, multiple man, anything goes cage match.
Why would you announce that match for a pay-per-view when you set up a similar match between the Death Riders and Shane Taylor Promotions at the start of your show?
True. And did we not just do Anarchy in the Arena or, fucking Stadium Stampede or wherever the fuck one it was?
Right.
We just did a 14-man everyone fight everywhere match.
No, so that's how you get your MJF's whole appearance. Your AEW World Champion. 2 count.
What a fucking pile driver. Holy shit.
In a 27-man cage match.
So, wait a minute. I join your team, and we go up against the champions team. And I pin the champion, but because I'm on your team, you get the title shot.
Yeah, if you're babyface, you have nothing to gain.
What the fuck am I doing this for? You want me to get beat up so you can get a title shot? I don't like you that much. What are we doing?
That's the thing, is it's going to be just the goddamn conglomeration versus the Callis family and MJF.
Yeah, wow. It's going to be over.
What the fuck?
There you go, Brody. For the second time in a month, I think. Second time in 2 months, maybe. Swerve beats Brody.
As he winks into the camera, but he had to grab the knee pad to secure the win. Shout out MJF or MDB, actually.
Right.
But yeah, as 10 minutes on the overrun. So we're getting Will Ospreay versus Swerve at Forbidden Door, which we all thought we were going to get. and should be a fantastic match. But
Yeah.
again, it feels like these Owens set up
Layups.
what we already know we're going to get.
Layups. These tournaments offered no maybe. Men's more than women's. Like there was a couple in there where, maybe, somebody else other than who we expect. But I keep getting told that the Fed is a predictable wrestling. Dude, we've been calling this left, right, and center. You even called dumb shit that they were going to do, and you were right. Like, we're calling all their shit out before they do it.
You call the Shane Taylor promotion dumb shit.
Well, the rivalry.
Far back on that, of the fact that that's not dumb shit. That is
it's kind of like
shit.
The Darby thing was dumb shit as well, and we thought they might do it, and he did it. Like, no surprises.
Did he do?
Shit.
See the TK, he was booking down the street.
There's no excitement. It feels
Why
boring.
are you clapping your hands like a chick while we're leaving the bar? Why are you clapping your hands like that?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm telling you, we need to go home.
Right. Literally no one in the crowd. Again, the crowd sucked.
Talk about anything.
The crowd sucked tonight. Sucked, Nick.
Worse than any other wrestling crowd in the year of our Lord 2026, I would say. No, because they got brought up multiple times. And I even acknowledged it at one point when you were on your pause of that eerie silence of I'm here in my living room talking out loud to nobody.
You're just waiting.
I was not even silent. Like, what is happening? Am I in the back rooms right now?
Yeah, that eerie vibe when a creak in the floor makes you kind of jump for a second. Ooh, what was that?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of vibe. Like, it was fucking quiet. Quiet. And again, I mean, we saw NXT in a studio yesterday, and the odd audience was into everything that was going on. We saw Raw in France. They were fucking losing their mind. We've seen shows in Italy, loving it. Now they're coming back to the States this week. I'm hoping they don't suck like this. But tonight's crowd sucked, and it that impacts how the show feels to the at-home viewer 100%.
Yeah, it's not even like they had like another show that they got to be lined up, tuned up.
No, they're going tomorrow.
In for or anything. Like, they just were ass.
Right? Yeah, just a little bit. So, Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday. Yes, it is.
Those are days of the week.
Right, Nick, Forbidden Door there. Yeah, so technically the triple main event is Ospreay Swerve, Kenny Zach, and the Briscoe kerfuffle.
No, that's not a triple main event. No.
Those are just matches.
Yeah, those are just matches. No,
the main event call everything a main event.
Would be Ospreay versus Swerve as to who's the number one contender. And that should be a fucking barn burner of a match if they can do it properly.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nick, I got one quick question, then we'll get to the ratings so we can tap out and say goodnight. But real quick question. Will Ospreay Swerve Strickland? I know we're getting Kenny Zach. We're going to get Mercedes Athena, Mark Briscoe and a crew of people, MJF and a crew of people in a useless match. Not a lot of Forbidden Door happening outside of Zach, who kind of feels like he's already got a guest pass. You know?
Yeah, no, it's much more doggy door than Forbidden Door. And we've said for the past couple of years that this has been becoming more and more the case as more and more, whether it be when Okada signed with AEW, whether it be when Ospreay signed with AEW, the Yota Tsuji is the only other known talent left on New Japan that could actually be a viable crossover on anything, because you've already got the dogs, you've already got Ospreay, you've already got this guy and that guy. There is nothing left. The cupboards are bare on New Japan at this point to try and rob from.
Yeah, like who
now you're gonna rely on CMLL. Now I'm surprised Mystico isn't on a complete two-way deal. I know Hechiro's on a two-way deal and everything.
Yeah, Mystical will come out of complete left field and fight somebody.
He'll be part of the fucking 5-man. He'll be part of the tag shit.
But I don't know if there's enough. You know, Takagi's not going to do it. Kojima, like, I mean, have a match, but I don't know if they're going to move a needle for a pay-per-view over here, right? Like, who, right?
Is there even bigger
El
question? I don't
Phantasmo.
know, going towards the back end here, but is it even a bigger question? Is can an interpromotional story work in 2026?
It can. It has to. The only way it works is if both sides are willing to dance. If you're only doing it to put your
What
company
would
over,
it be? What would feel like an interpromotional battle right now in 2026? Everybody's partnered up. The alliances are aligned.
The alliances
the
are pretty
Avengers
deep, right?
are there. You've got the Avengers versus the X-Men.
And you're right. TNA and NXT didn't really hit as well as it maybe could have. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you're kind of stuck in a pickle as far as how do you pull it off. I mean, you got to have two companies that are willing to dance. Like you could do CMLL and AEW, but you need people on both sides of the docket that matter. Like when WCW invaded WWE and it was all the B Squad, nobody gave a fuck. It was just tuning in to watch the beating. You know, so you need both squads to show up to fight.
That was even the first time. Like imagine if the Invasion pay-per-view went on for like 5 years after the fact.
Right? Yeah, you just kind of had it. Yeah, you actually, that's a good argument. That's a good point.
Because that's the thing, is that's what this feels like at this point. Everybody that would have been on Team WCW is signed to Team WWE at this point. Everyone that would have been on Team New Japan is signed to Team AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's starting to feel like, you know, Hell in a Cell is a pay-per-view of like, we don't really have a storyline, but we called the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell, so we got to do it. So
pay-per-views have died out in 2025 to 2026.
Maybe.
Outside of your rarities of like a Royal Rumble, maybe even Elimination Chamber is still managed to survive and keep its head above water. A Money in the Bank, one of those you stay true and you don't ever use those stipulations outside of those pay-per-views. Beyond that, like the crossover matches in AEW are so regular, a pay-per-view built around them doesn't matter anymore. Like you were kind of alluding to, that's your Hell in a Cell now because you do it so much, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, and this has definitely become like it just you don't have the pieces to pull this off. You don't have the pieces on the board to make this make sense. So to me, you're putting together what kind of feels like a second-rate pay-per-view, and now you're just going to fill it up with, like, again, your world champion's not going to compete on it. Your world champion's going to be in a 10-man steel cage tag for, like, come on, bro.
But now, early prediction, do you still think it could win out the weekend of the triple-header marathon of Slammiversary, Great American Bash, Forbidden Door? What out of those three ends up the best show?
Yeah, it's a very good question. It still can. I mean, Will Ospreay versus Swerve can bang. Maybe
it's not heavy competition it's going against, though.
Well, I mean, Slammiversary, I expect big things from, but I am having some struggles with TNA right now. I really am having some. What are y'all doing over there? Does anybody need a hand? Like, are you okay? You might. It looks like you broke down on the side of the road. Can we help you? You know, get going again? I don't know. Is it maybe just the bigger stage and they're not, you know, rising to the occasion? And NXT is going to be good. NXT, we're going to get some really good matches. So it's going to be a dogfight for best of the weekend. And I know some people already pre-saved their upcoming tweets on that day. But right now, you know, Forbidden Door's got some work to do, but the names are still there. Like I said, there's matches that will kill on this card already.
Is it possible that it'll be a good AEW pay-per-view, but it won't be a good Forbidden Door? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, we still put on a good show, but it's not quite.
It's not the Forbidden Door moniker behind it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. But that being said, all right, let's get to some of these ratings out of 10. Folks, we take a rating out of 10 for every show that we cover. And we will be back at 8:45 tomorrow for TNA. Looking forward to that as they get ready for Slammiversary as one part of the three-headed monster coming up on the 28th. And yeah, Sunday night main event. I wasn't here for that. I won't get into it too much tonight, but funny times. But I
just don't know how we got there fully.
Well, a lot of shuffling, and one of my theories, and I did hear someone else say this, but it's very interesting because All Out has gone a lot at Labor Day weekend. Like it was Chicago Labor Day weekend was AEW All Out. That's Labor Day Sunday, so I think we
They're
don't
preemptively getting there.
maybe, and then I think with the shuffle, it was, and also to accommodate, but I think it could have been a case of every venue has its own schedule. So if you say, hey, can we move this here? It might have the only way it would work in the flip position is going Sunday and Saturday, and then so be it. So
yeah, but it seems like they switch Saturday's main event or now Sunday's main event with Money in the Bank. Like that's not just the venue.
Yeah, they
that's
just flipped it.
Whole cities and everything.
Yeah. And it's so weird to have Money in the Bank going in October, right? Like part of the thing about winning it in June, like if you do it June, July, where it was, you have a couple extra months. So now I guess you still get a calendar year, but it usually kind of coincided where the tension was up around Mania. Now you have 6 months past Mania to cash in.
It's its own entity trying to use the spooky season, trying to use the NFL tie-in.
Maybe. But yeah, I think we're going to get the first ever unsuccessful.
We're getting long-winded, though.
Yes, we are. So that is a good point. The best thing by far tonight's show, legit, the only thing that mattered was Maya World not winning the tournament. So it doesn't matter much. It's a nice win for her under the circumstances. Sky Blue, I mean, sorry, I guess 5.5 out of 10. What an absolutely shit show tonight. Boring as fuck. Congrats to Maya. Happy for you. Main event was meh. Blockbuster was ass. I'm right there with Boston. This under-delivered. I think I'm at a 5.5.
Oh.
At 6 if you pulled my toe hair. Literally, I mean, not much. It was boring.
I'll go 6 just for Shane Taylor's thighs. How about that?
3 each thigh?
Yeah, well,
because they're 3 feet round.
Half a point per thigh.
Okay,
out there.
Listen, it was a good call
for Shane Taylor's size.
Right, there was a good call. They made me laugh, but I can't believe. Fuck. Okay, but yeah, no,
you're not exactly wrong. Like that's the thing is now, are we getting into a point? Are we getting into a lapse post WrestleMania of pro wrestling out here? Because has there been a truly outside of mask versus mask, which has been the fucking, asteroid that took out the dinosaurs when it comes to the pro wrestling world out here.
Right.
But has there been anything else around that's been worthwhile, that's been,
I mean,
like damn near even questionable to go above a 7?
I think there's been some stuff. I mean, we had Backlash, we had Clash. I mean, maybe nothing at that level, but maybe not a lot. Middling, yeah, maybe a little. You kind of got a point. We need some big things to go down. Not enough big things are happening. Holy fuck.
But that's why I think everybody latched on in the fucking CM Punk bullshit, because, we need something juicy out here.
Right.
Put into a whole nothing burger.
Right. Would have been a 6.5 out of 10, maybe, if this was a regular Dynamite. Thoughts? That's the other part of this, Nick, is you sold a summer blockbuster. This was a fucking flop. A flop, bro.
They do this half a dozen times. I'm still waiting.
I don't give a shit.
Where's my Quick in the Lake? Where's my Tuesdays and everything?
What was the one in St. Louis?
Every sort of moniker they want out there.
What was the other was it Road Rage?
No, I still remember it was legit Quake in the Lake.
Well, no, they had Quake in the Lake, but they
want my shit back.
Right? Yeah, if you're gonna do summer blockbuster, and again, it makes me feel so fucking like scratching my head of you were forced to put Collision on Wednesdays. So you have a 3-hour window where you could have sold everybody. Not because we were, Collision was going to be on Wednesday because we got bumped. No, we're going to do a blockbuster show and make it good. Tonight sucked out of the gate. It came out of the gate like the fucking snail, the little fucking cartoon snail, stomping its feet and moving nowhere.
Yeah, well, no, you very much had it like that whole statement of the argument of, hey, you've had 1 to 2 the past couple weeks that were 3 hours had more implications, had bigger matches on it.
Yeah.
You can moniker that your blockbuster. Trust me, Tony, no one's keeping track of this. No one's holding your fucking foot to the flame of like, oh, I didn't get my summer blockbuster 2026. Oh my God, what are we doing out here? These are random special ass weekly ass episodes that we really don't like when TNA does it. So you could have thrown it into a 3-hour episode and had it with more implications instead of this that was labored and just long-winded.
Labor's a great way to put it.
Yeah, woof, push, fucking labored out here, the middle of Earth.
Why did my brain instantly go to like,
yeah, because there's no coffee out there. I didn't put anything in anybody's drinks out there, but this shit was belabored out here.
Belabored. Why? 4.5 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Okay, see, I can go 6 if push, because there was some decent things in there.
Push it out, shove it out, way out. Push it out, shove it out, way out.
2.5 out of 10. Boring. That's the fucked up thing tonight, was boring. Wednesdays,
but the crowd killed it. The crowd hurt anything and everything that happened in ring.
Yeah, like some of the Dynamites we've talked about, not a great show, but at least it was fun, or at least it was chaotic. Tonight was boring and not well done. It made.
Bro, you ever watch a comedy movie at a theater and nobody laughs?
It's the worst.
And how awkward as shit that is. That's the thing, is that's what that was.
Yeah.
You had people hinged and everyone's. You heard all that noise? That's the same noise the crowd made, because it was just nonsense out there.
Right. Killer Cross and MJF Forbidden Door. Not happening. 5 out of 10. Yeah, you really want to shock the world? Do a crossover with MLW. Have that in a lethal lockdown cage.
Just sign Cross. Just
but
pay him fuck you money. I'm sure he'll be happy doing all right with fuck you money.
Yeah, maybe, but where is it?
He's out there talking to Ariel of, I'm mad that Triple H never contacted me after I got released. And I love Cross, but still, have AEW pay you fuck you money and be out there and wrestling MJF.
Yeah, I hate to break it to Cross. Not a lot of bosses phone you after you're fired. It's just not a thing that happens very often. Sorry, baby. I know you might want a big hug about it, but you got fired. You got let go. Moving on. Sorry, you didn't call me. All right. Rants. KJ is because like me, Nick, he's sick and tired of TK booking his show. Dynamite like Ring of Honor, dead ass. Enough is enough with this BS. It's seriously troubling. It's weak sauce. It really is. When we talk about the realm of making pro wrestling as good as it can be, this is weak sauce. This is lazy to me.
You said that was pretty much the main point of tonight. It was Ring of Honor Dynamite.
Yeah, fuck. Wayne, welcome. I knew Swerve would win. Also, now again, maybe because we're live and they didn't really kind of hit on it other than Renee. But yeah, they throw Maya in the tournament and then she gets the win, kind of to say sorry about your brother.
Yep, and she's gonna lose next week.
And she'll lose next week when
sorry about your brother. That's to lose next week. Because that's the thing, is now you set up Jobber v. Monet, Jobber v. Athena. You're gonna get back to the match that at Forbidden Door. So now you're gonna get Swerve Ospreay, and you're gonna get Athena versus Monet. And those are gonna be the two matches that you're gonna set up. And I bet you Athena's gonna fucking lose again. Because Monet is back and thicker than ever.
Yeah, man. And I just mean, I feel bad for Athena because she has this historic run, but Mercedes is this giant asterisk. This might be the time that maybe Mercedes does take it out. Fucking suck it up. Be a team player.
Just they both move up to the main roster. How about that? Oh my God, you could have a depth of a division that's more than 2 fucking people.
Right. No, you're not wrong. I mean, I feel bad for Athena because of everything she's done. It's just, it hasn't translated. And every time she comes up to the main roster, she takes an L to Mercedes in some tournament or byproduct of a tournament. And we have to put this asterisk next to this run.
Right.
But we're almost done. I saw you eyeballing something.
No, but Boston saying, no, please don't sign Cross. AW. MLW is fantastic, and Cross is at the top of the world over there, who's about to take on Matt Riddle in a title rematch.
Right.
But no, I was just laughing at Jose saying Ring of Honor Blockbuster is very much what we got tonight, I think, when you break it down. But you're at a 5, I'm at a 6 because of Shane Taylor's size. Yum yums abound.
It was not.
That does it. I think that puts a nice little bow on it.
Absolutely, folks. Go check out our socials, check out all the things, check out all the links. Remember, we got the new shirt up that goes to a good cause as we try and, gain some awareness for men's mental health during Men's Mental Health Month, leading towards our special on Sunday. So go check out all of that stuff. We're back tomorrow, 8:45, TNA Impact. What do they have for us as EY takes on Santana? But, we had fun. The wrestling might suck. We never do, Nick.
Yeah, and I think we at least enjoyed it more, whether we hated it or loved it. We enjoyed it more than that crowd did.
I think so.
Yeah, but our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, but put that for life with it.
Have a good night, folks. See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. It sucked. It just sucked, dude. It sucked. Sucked bad. Sucked. Did I